Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys in the stream. Welcome back in once again today as we got NBA Sunday afternoon action here in the Super Bowl Sunday. The Boston Celtics on the road taking on the Miami Heat. Rematch from last year's Eastern Conference Finals. And the Celtics, the top team in the NBA, record of 40-12 overall. They're 15-9 on the road and traveling to Miami as the Celtics have completed their 7-game homestand. And here they are back on the road tonight. It's going to be during this afternoon at the Casilla Center taking on the Heat. 8th in the Eastern Conference, record of 28-24 for Miami, 15-2 on their home floor. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell for this one tonight. And Jimmy Butler is listed out tonight for Miami, so big injury update right there. That Butler is listed out. The two new guys that the Celtics traded at the trade deadline for Xavier Tillman and Jaden Springer. Both of those guys listed out today for this matchup. Everybody else, they are healthy and they are returning for this game for the Celtics and looking to see if they can start to put together much better games defensively here. They ended up being in a shootout against Washington on the Friday, able to win that game 133-129. And yeah, that was too close for comfort for a lot of part of that game. Celtics took the third quarter 36-13, and then they eased their way off the gas pedal once again, allowed Washington to drill 5 straight threes in a row. At one point in the late stretch of the fourth quarter, as the Celtics kept on making twos, but Washington kept on making threes, and then Washington hung in there until the final minute, and then the Celtics able to come out victorious, closer than expected, and win that game 133-129. Friday night, they were an 18.5-point favorite against the Wizards. Tonight, much smaller point spread at 7.5 tonight. Looking to see if they can kick off this Super Bowl Sunday with a dub here for Boston on the road. What's good, everybody? Vegas, Rydog, Jeffrey, Mario, Jay Ramirez. Glad to have you guys back in once again for this one today. Man, that was a crazy game yesterday. So if you guys didn't see, Steph Curry just sensational last night. Drilled a game-winning 3, finished with 30 points, 9 made threes. Golden State topped Phoenix 113-112 in a game that did not feel like a regular season game in early February. It certainly had like May vibes to it that was like a NBA playoff game. Not April vibes, but May vibes it had to that game yesterday between Golden State and Phoenix. And I think for both of those teams, they got a good feeling right now that both of those teams are back, especially Golden State after last night, because now they've won 5 out of their last 6 games. But this matchup here, Celtics looking to see if they can just keep it together. Kristaps Porzingis' his post-game interview on Wednesday, he said that his team could still do better during that homestand stretch that they had. They finished off with the 7-game homestand. They went 5-2 in that stretch. But yeah, being honest right there, which I love, because obviously they could still be better. They had that game that they lost against the Lakers that they should have won, that AD and LeBron did not play in. And then they had another loss winning that stretch too in the previous 7 entering today's matchup, but they crushed the Heat in one of those games. So they crushed Miami 2 weeks ago, and basically that was like their lone blowout, their last blowout for Boston. And we'll see what happens tonight here. I get a feeling that this game is going to be much closer. Miami was coming off a back-to-back the last time they faced Boston 2 weeks ago. Wow, $23 for soda and Gatorade. That's insane. Mario, welcome back in. Mr. Top's doing pretty well. Jethro on the stream, welcome aboard. Yeah, so the Super Bowl prices this year are outrageous. So I saw that it's over $5,000 for the cheapest ticket. The most expensive ticket cost around $200,000 for the most expensive ticket, which is VIP club seating. And then the other one is Super Bowl ads. It's $7 million for a 30-second Super Bowl ad, which equates to like, I think it's like $233,000 per second for a Super Bowl ad. It's just insane. Like all the money that pours into the Super Bowl. And yeah, gonna be racking up the billions and trillions today for the NFL based on like all the wagers that people has. Like I was looking at some of like the prep for the prop bets. It was like crazy what they have going on for prop bets tonight. Like what color Gatorade will the Gatorade bath be at the end of the game? That one's like a long shot right there for a prop bet at the end. But yeah, there's quite a bit of ones that's going to be tough to hit on, like a scoregami one that I saw out there. There's crazy stuff. Hey, what's good? Robert in the stream, welcome in. Gonna tip off in about 5 minutes from now, I believe, for this one here. Just awaiting. Small NBA slate tonight. Basically, a lot of the teams played last night, but there's only 2 games today in the NBA this afternoon. Kings at Thunder at 3, because this day is scheduled for the Super Bowl. College basketball wraps up all their games by 6 p.m. today for all their slates, so the Super Bowl could have its lone spot. And Florida Atlantic are... yikes. Wichita State just tied it up against Florida Atlantic, which is going to be out of the rankings come Monday, but I can't even take this team seriously anymore. 74-74 FAU tied up against Wichita State in a game update. Northwestern at the half over Penn State 29-27, and then Villanova crushed Seton Hall this afternoon 80-54. That's tough there for Seton Hall because they're right now thin on the bubble for them. Yeah, Taylor Swift bringing much more NFL viewers together. And dedication there. Took the 9-hour flight yesterday from Tokyo to come back and see Travis Kelce play tonight in the Super Bowl. Feel free to let us know out in the chat who you guys like tonight in this game, Celtics and Heat, and type it in who you guys would like as well in the Super Bowl, who you're thinking about going for in the Super Bowl, Niners or Chiefs later tonight. Post Malone's supposed to be rapping America the Beautiful. That's going to be interesting. Wow, so $100 million to the NFL for Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's a trillion-billion-dollar industry for the NFL. And yeah, the viewership is skyrocketed because of that. I wonder, like, how much money they generated from that Peacock game for the playoffs that they had, because you could have easily put another 2 teams on Peacock, but they put the Chiefs against the Dolphins in the opening round of the playoffs over on Peacock to get as many like Taylor Swift fans as possible to go for that game, because it's just the Chiefs coverage has boomed. That's why. So they put that game over all the other ones for the Peacock game in the first round. Brad, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Do I see a Cinderella this year? Yeah, I do for a couple teams. I don't know how deep I take them, but probably to the Sweet 16 for me being like realistic. But yeah, I can definitely see a mid-major coming out once again and going to the Final Four, honestly. I think the team to watch out for, it all depends on like how the brackets are set up and stuff like that and the matchups, but the team to really keep an eye out for that not a whole lot of people are talking about is Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon is 21-2. And they only received one vote this week. Their top player is a transfer from Kansas. So a lot more people have like mid-majors. Indiana State's one of the key mid-majors. They're looking good too. That's an efficient team. If they run into teams that can't make their shots and play terrible defense, then Indiana State's going to just plow their way through those teams in the bracket. So it all depends on like what matchups they get. Indiana State's the top team in shooting efficiency this season right now. Ice Baby, welcome back in. Thanks for stopping by. Going to be tipping off this game in a couple minutes from now. Celtics come in 7.5-point favorites on the line. It's their first road game in a while for Boston, facing a Heat team that's minus Jimmy Butler tonight. And just for Boston here, you got to just keep the mentality going, keep your focus, and come out victorious and be strong, be physical, and just don't be mentally weak for the squad tonight, because we've seen them play down to opponents, and that's been an issue as of late for Boston. There's games that they should be blowing these teams out, and they're just playing down and making it much closer than usual. But this is what we got tonight for the starting five. Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. Starting five's healthy tonight for the Celtics here, or this afternoon. The afternoon before the Super Bowl tonight. On this Sunday, February 11, 2024. Terry Rozier going to get the start for Scary Terry, former Celtic during his earlier part of his career. Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Caleb Martin, and Bam Adebayo, the starting five for this matchup today for Miami. So Jimmy Butler is listed out. Jaden Springer, Xavier Tillman, the two new guys acquired at the trade deadline for the Celtics, are listed out. And this should be a fun one for today's matchup here. Just it's not going to work out that much with Porzingis in this game like it did against Washington. You're not going to be able to get entry passes down low in that matchup. Yeah, McNeese State, I was thinking about it, and then Vegas just typed it in. I was going to say them next. McNeese State, another team to watch out for. Appalachian State has a win over Oregon, too. So that team looks certainly dangerous. So those are a couple mid-majors out there. McNeese, Appalachian State, Grand Canyon, Indiana State. Those are mid-major squads that's not from like the WCC or Mountain West, that's outside those conferences, that could really do damage come tournament time in the bracket. I've got my eye on those four specifically. I think they're on like the 12-13 line for those four teams. Indiana State's working their way up. I said yesterday they could possibly be a 7 for them. They're right now around like a 10-9 seed is. We're underway for the opening tip. The Celtics control the opening tip. Celtics go in the white jerseys tonight. Same ones they wore on Friday. White uniforms for the City Edition. Green numbers, green letters, gold outline for this matchup. Tatum passes the White, swings it outside. Porzingis sends it off to Tatum, top of the key. Tatum attacks downhill to the rim, soars up, and he lays it up and in off the glass. Good for two. Exactly how you want to start off this game if you're the Celtics. Tatum just putting pressure on the defense off the straight line dribble to the hoop. Heat go in the black uniforms tonight. Red numbers, white letters from behind. Jumper, mid-range, Adebayo takes in. He makes it at the free throw circle. Ward, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, Celtics having an excellent season. Just gotta get more to the rim and not do Joe Mazzulla ball that much. And the last game really proved to that. They didn't attempt 45-plus threes in the last game. Brown went in for a tough shot. No good off the mark there at the baseline. Heat with possession number 2 now. Adebayo He's going to have a big game if he wants to will his team in this one without Butler today. Sends it off to Rozier. Rozier, crossover, free throw circle, bounce pass to the corner, Jaime Jaquez, and Jaquez stepped out of bounds with it, turns it over. Yeah, really good mid-majors. There's so much parity this year in college hoops, and that's why there's a lot of teams that's going to be like susceptible to upsets this year. New Mexico too. Yeah, New Mexico looking pretty good for them. They did lose against UNLV, which is odd. They got swept in the season series against UNLV. Quarter 3, missed off the mark by Brown. But they've crushed some of their teams, like the upper tier teams. I think it was Nevada. They beat by like around 30 in a home game. 3-point shot, missed around the rim and out no good there for Tyler Hero. Celtics with a possession now, 10:25 left to go in the first. 3 taken at the wing. That is well over the mark, missed by White. Derek White having a tough go-around lately. He's been cold as of late, around 40% from 3 this season. Just hasn't been able to find it, though, in the previous 5 games. Approximately corner 3 by Jaquez. Drills it over Porzingis for the 3 ball. 5-2 now. Slow start here offensively. Just 7 combined points first 2 minutes. It was fast yesterday with those 2 teams, Golden State and Phoenix, making quality looks early on. Followay, Holiday off the back room, no good, missed a shot. And the Celtics just going for the mid-range turnarounds and missing them so far, not going directly to the rim. That's great defense right there. Derek White coming in from behind as he rejects Terry Rozier. Both of them go down, crashing into the stanchion as we continue. Jumper to elbow, Brown rattles in. It's good for 2. 1-point game right now. Well, Derek White with excellent defense on the other side. Good to see both players up and okay right now. Bounce pass, Hero off the roll down. Adebayo goes up, got it stripped by Holiday, but Holiday gets called on the shooting foul. So this is going to send 2 free throws here at the line for Bam Adebayo. Yeah, we see that replay. Derek White, holy smokes. Him and Terry Rozier came crashing right into the stanchion. Rozier was a little bit gingerly getting up. That was right next to the cameraman. That was a massive block by Derek White. He came in from the side and just denied Rozier at the rim. Yeah, they're showing the replay out of this too. Actually, White didn't even get a piece of that. That was just Rozier landed down first, and then White came down. There was no contact in the shooting motion by White. White with just an excellent challenge right there. It went like around like a foot over his fingertips there by White. So he challenged the shot. He actually didn't get a piece of that basketball. I thought he did at first. So both of the free throws good by Adebayo. 3-point lead for the Heat. Tatum guarded by Hero. Tatum backs his way now to the elbow. Tatum, as he will lean in, puts up the shot, no good. Comes up with his own rebound between 2 defenders, puts it up, puts it through. It's good for 2. That's just resilient right there by JT. He was like a blur on the floor. That he knew that he was going to miss that shot. He came up, the Heat struggled to box him out. He came up with his own rebound and put it back up and in for the bucket. Missed 3 by Hawkins. That was well over the rim, no good. Celtics with a possession, looking to take the lead here. Holiday shovels, White downhill right to the rim, drops down the layup. Great cut by Derek White, and the Celtics take the lead. A lob, trailer, throwing it down with a 2-handed flush. Jaime Jaquez Jr. behind the defense. Boston's had some struggles here getting back in defense once they score a bucket. It's just they've had a little bit of trouble getting their defensive sets in for them. Holiday dribbles back outside, passes off to Porzingis, pops up for the 3, sinks it. Porzingis with a triple from the perimeter. Hey, what's good? Red Rings return. Welcome to the playoffs. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate for joining in. Glad to have you on the channel. Courtesy of my friend John here from Off the Wall Hockey. Welcome back on the stream here for Red Wings. Thanks for stopping by, man. Under 8 minutes left to go in the first. Tatum. Bounce pass on top over to Porzingis. Hand off to White. White with 2 so far. White turns the corner outside. Porzingis pops up for another 3. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Martin. He had the touch in the first one, just couldn't knock down that one. That was much more of a tougher contest. Martin, head full of steam, drives, kicks to the corner, and refs will say deflected out by Boston. Yeah, Hawkins having an excellent rookie season for him. Joe Mazzulla is going to take a timeout right now. So we entered a timeout. Boston by 2, 11-9 so far. 7:28 left to go in the first. Yeah, New Mexico, for some reason, has had difficulty with UNLV. UNLV is trying to play spoiler into those Mountain West teams and preventing teams from making the bracket. It's still realistic that they could possibly get 6 bids into the tournament out of the Mountain West. Hey, what's good, Frank? Welcome in from Sicily. Thanks for stopping by. Good all-around team basketball played right now for Boston. 4 of the 5 starters have scored. Holiday, the lone player, yet to score so far. It's just they have taken some difficult shots. They've made some, they've missed some. That's how we started off in the first 4.5 minutes. 4 points by Jason Tatum. I like the start that he had. He made a layup to start off this game for JT, getting his team going. So he's got 4, Porzingis got 3, and then White and Brown with 2. Adebayo's got 4, and Jaquez has 5 right now. So they've only got 2 guys to score so far for the Heat. Oh, man, sorry to hear that right there for your Pistons. Yeah, they've been playing a little bit better, though, for them. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they finish ahead of one of the teams, possibly Charlotte, before it's said and done. Celtics looking good on the glass so far. Tatum had that offensive rebound put back. The Heat have... Wow, there's a big shot differential early on. So yeah, I know that Tatum had the offensive rebound, 11-7 in shot differential so far this game in favor of the Celtics. I gotta check up on that FAU score. I want to see if there's an upset here or not. Holy smokes. Florida Atlantic's gonna win this game, but just take note of it when you're filling out your brackets here. Florida Atlantic's about to beat Wichita State 91-80 in the final 48 seconds left to go in overtime currently. They needed overtime once again for FAU to pull out a win. It's not the first time they've gone to overtime, certainly not the second time. They've gone multiple times this season to overtime for FAU. Yeah, I just cannot get a read on that team. Back to action. 2-point lead currently for the Celtics. Celtics have the basketball. So Joe Mazzulla, once we went to timeout, Joe Mazzulla, the reason why the timeout was burned, he challenged the call on the floors. Tatum jacked up the 3 too strong. Celtics couldn't get any points out of that. Joe Mazzulla challenged the call on the floor for the pass that sailed out of bounds. And I thought it was out of bounds by Miami, and it was. So the refs at first, they ruled it touched by the Celtics, tipped out, but then Joe Mazzulla challenged, and he overturned it back to Celtics basketball. Crossover, Tatum attacks downhill to the rim, couldn't finish. Missed the layup off the back rim there by Tatum, working on 2 defenders as the Heat have it back. 6:45 left to go in the first. Defense has started to show up here. Past couple possessions. Rozier, top of the key. Moves outside of Martin. Laces up a 3 over White. And he sinks it. 12-11 now for the Heat. Yep, FAU better get out of there by tomorrow. Whoever they play in the tournament, I'm taking whoever it is. No matter if it's Washington State or any sort of like Mountain West school, any team, I'm taking over FAU. At this point, no matter who they play, doesn't matter who I'm taking. Whether it's a mid-major or so, I'm taking that mid-major. Porzingis knocks it down inside the key. Back and forth, approaching the midway mark in this first quarter. Porzingis up to 5. Hero attacks downhill to the rim, scores with a right-handed layup. Holiday down the far side working on Rozier. Holiday. Now guarded by Hero. Bounce pass Porzingis. Top of the free throw circle. Porzingis attacks on that. Adebayo floats up the runner. Missed off the mark. No good. And Bam collects the defensive rebound. Yeah, hopefully they're finally able to come out of it this year for a championship for both of them. Last year was a big disappointment in that factor. Missed jumper at the elbow. No good by Rozier. Celtics have it up the floor. Tatum off to Brown. Brown glides his way right to the cup. No good. Got blocked from the side by Adebayo. That's why he's at the top of the Defensive Player of the Year ballot inside the top 5 for Bam currently. Double clutch by Rozier off the shot. And the key, that wasn't even close. Came up as an air ball as White. Came down with it. White. Pass off to the wing. Tatum on the outside working on Hawkes. 5 minutes left to go here to first. Lobs over to Brown. Brown at the baseline. Guarded by Hero. Double team. Tatum has it now. Tatum drives downhill. A nice dump off down low. Holiday couldn't finish. Missed the layup. Got his own rebound back. Up fake. Quarter. 3. Brown. And he hits it. Jaylen Brown, bang, bang from the quarter. Second chance points for the Celtics. They have a 2-point lead. Keeping it alive. Drew Holiday with a critical offensive rebound to give the Celtics another chance as they knock down the corner triple with Brown. Rozier slides it across the court off to Martin. Martin takes the open 3, rattles home another one. That's his second 3 so far today by Caleb Martin. 1-point game. Under 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Holiday slows down tempo. Screen set by Porzingis. Holiday at the wing. Fires the pass out left wing into the hands of White. White attacks downhill to the rim. Kiss off the glass. Scores. Up and in off the backboard. Past Tyler Hero for 2. Eric Spoelstra now going to take a timeout for the Heat. 18-17 the scores. We go back and forth in a thrilling first quarter here between these two teams right now. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here for this one. And it's been an excellent game so far. Yesterday was great, the night before was great. In terms of like close competitive basketball, we have another really good game right now so far. Jaylen Brown's got 5, Porzingis with 5, Tatum has 4, Derek White with 4. It's great to see Derek White making a scoring impact right now for him because he has been outstanding defensively this season. And whenever he's able to make a scoring impact, usually good things happen. Caleb Martin making his 6-3 to game, or second 3 of the game. He's up to 6 points now for Caleb Martin, the top scorer so far today. 5 points by Jaime Hawkes, 4 by Adebayo, 2 by Hero. And Terry Rozier has 4 assists. Yeah, just Caleb Martin, just too much space out there. The Celtics have to start to get closer to closing in on the shooters because they're leaving Martin a lot of space in the perimeter. Yeah, it's insane. Michigan is 8-16. They're terrible this year for Michigan. 2 years ago, they went to the Elite 8 for Michigan. They were a 1 seed that year that they went to the Elite 8, so they really come crashing down hard for them. They beat Wisconsin, though, earlier in the week. Wisconsin's got some serious issues. They've lost 4 straight games in a row. They lost against Michigan and Rutgers in back-to-back games. So I'm going to be interested to see where they get ranked and what seed they are in the next bracketology update because Wisconsin was top 10 last week, and then they started losing, and now they dropped back to 11. I think they were up to 6 last week in the prior rankings. So they went from 6 to 11. And now I wonder where. Because now they'll have 8 losses. They're going to go probably from 11 to like 24, most likely, for them. Them and Kentucky are going to be. I wonder where they're going to put those two. Well, here's what the rankings will do. FAU, that's certainly a drop for FAU. You got to get that team out. They should have been out a long time ago. Indiana State, that team needs to be ranked by now for Indiana State. I think you got to look at Virginia, too, at this point. They should be ranked also. And then Grand Canyon has been sensational. They should be getting some love over there in Grand Canyon. If San Diego State's at 24, Grand Canyon beat San Diego State, Grand Canyon should be ranked right now at 23, if that's the case. Hey, what's good? Cody in the stream. Welcome in. Daniel, welcome back in the channel. Good question there, Warren. Is PC going to be in the tournament? We'll find that out on Selection Sunday. They're certainly not a lock right now, and it's borderline for them. They're either gonna be in the NIT like a number 1 seed hosting NIT games, or they're gonna be in that 11 versus 11 playing game, most likely. It's going to come down to the final game, how far they reach the Big East tournament. That's going to be the question right there that will determine whether they get picked or not. And it's not looking too well right now. The other teams are getting better, like Wake Forest. Butler beat them. Villanova on the bubble won today. It's not helping out the cause for Providence right now. There's so many teams in the bubble. Certainly Gonzaga beating Kentucky did not help out, as Bam Adebayo out of transition throws it down. They're going to race away the bucket, though. That was a big-time soaring slam dunk by Bam, but he got called in a double dribble up the floor. Yeah, he went back to both of his hands with a basketball out in transition as he brought it to his other hands, put it inside his body, and then started to dribble up once again. So having both his hands on the ball, able to put the double dribble right there on the floor as the Celtics only down by 1. Carly Porzingis pops up for the 3 around the rim and out. Jaylen Brown collects another offensive rebound. They scored twice so far. An offensive rebound, make it a 3rd time. Jaylen Brown. Oh, baby, that's a strong bucket. JB for 2, grinding out that possession inside the low post. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 scored baskets off of offensive rebounds so far. The Heat with a possession. Josh Richardson, former Celtic for half a season a couple of years ago on the floor. Baseline dribble here by Bam, and Bam got tripped up. He got fouled. So that's charged to Al Horford, his first personal foul. First time on the floor today for him. Hey, what's good? D. Sheely in the street. Welcome aboard. This has been a really good game so far here. Back and forth right now. Yeah, good question by Red Wings here. Big Ten teams. Last couple of years has been difficult picking Big Ten teams to go deep into the tournament. That Purdue team looks different this year from years past. They got some Virginia vibes from that bounce back year that Virginia had. Kick out to the corner. Richardson takes the 3. Missed off the mark, though. Good. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with the ball. Derek White on the floor with Porzingis, Horford, Hauser, and Brown. Porzingis double team. Porzingis turn around inside the key. Off a double team, and he drills it. Turn around there at the low block by KP. 3-point advantage for Boston. 2.5 left to go in the first. Top of the key, Kevin Love hands it off to Richardson. Love, Richardson on the floor with Hero, Martin, and Duncan Robinson. Robinson off the screen, has it out the Casilla Center logo. Pass off to Love. Love steps into an open 3, and he connects on it. 22-22, nothing but net there for Kevin Love. They're making their 3. Celtics, a little bit of miscommunication around the perimeter, giving the Heat shooter space. The lob by White over the top for Porzingis off the roll down and throws it down with a 2-handed alley-oop jam by Porzingis. Excellent assist right there by Derek White. Skip pass out to the corner. Love into the hands to Richardson. Fires the fastball off to Robinson. Open 3 and he missed it. A generous possession right there for the Celtics defense because Duncan Robinson was wide open from 3 and he couldn't convert on it. White. There's an outside Brown. Backdoor lob. Watch out. Porzingis once again with a 2-handed alley-oop jam. Back-to-back flushes by Porzingis. The Heat struggling right now with any sort of rim protection as they have Bam Adebayo currently on the bench launching the 3 straight away. Hero off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Porzingis. Well, they try it again for KP. He has scored 6 straight points in a row. Brown at the left wing perimeter. There's no low post interior presence on the floor currently for the Heat. Brown sends it off to Horford. Jacks up the 3 off the back rim, no good. Porzingis. Oh, he almost had another one. Tried to go in for the putback to flush it down, but the ball went off his fingertips. The Heat have it. Love, kick, quarter. Martin dribbles up. Crossover working on White. Outside to the top, Robinson with a 3, no good. Around the rim and out, Porzingis with a rebound. He pushes it off the Brown up the floor. Final minute left to go here the first quarter. Boston by 4. Great game so far, attacking and getting to the rim by the Celtics. Jaylen Brown's going to slow it down. It's been a balanced attack so far here for Boston in this first quarter. Brown passes down low. Horford off fake. Turnaround came up short. Al Horford knew it, clenched both of his hands after he missed the turnaround inside the key. The Heat with a possession here. Hero at the left wing perimeter. Thought about a step back. Makes the pass to Martin. Martin, top of the key. Fires the pass right wing. Over to Richardson. 20 seconds left to go. Richardson will slow it down. 10-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out the first. Richardson takes the three over Porzingis. Blocked by Porzingis. Love at the buzzer. No good. Missed off the mark, and it goes back to the Celtics with 7 seconds. Jaylen Brown at the wing. Jack a three over. Hero off the back rim. No good. Love. Defensive rebound and lets the time expire. 26-22. Porzingis. On Friday night, he had 30 points, putting in that work tonight. On Super Bowl Sunday, 11 points in the first 12 minutes on the floor by Porzingis, as we are through one in the books. 6 straight points by Porzingis. Back-to-back alley-oop jams. What a start to this game so far. Man, Porzingis just picking it up with the explosiveness right now. 11 points by Porzingis, 7 by Brown, 4 each by Tatum and White. Jrue Holiday has 4 assists. The starting 5 looking good so far. Miami, 8 points by Caleb Martin, 4 by Adebayo, 5 by Hawkes. The threes from Miami have kept them in. They made 4 threes in that first quarter. Celtics just 2 for 9 from 3, but I like what they're doing. They keep on attacking more in the paint. They're balancing their attack much more than what they had been doing the past couple weeks, where it was just straight up Joe Mazzulla ball. 13 attempted threes by Miami, just 9 attempted threes by the Celtics, and that's what I love to see, is the Celtics able to go to the paint much more. Paint points in favor of Boston right now, 18-8. In that factor, because basically all you have for an interior presence down there is Bam Adebayo. So if Porzingis is out on the floor without Bam Adebayo, who is going to stop Porzingis right now? And that's the question, and nobody has able to get to that in the second unit. Porzingis was out there when Adebayo was on the bench, and he was just tearing it up off back-to-back cutters, the hoop, lobs, and alley-oop jams. Hey, what's good? Brian on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, hopefully able to make it inborn. That game against Georgetown a couple weeks ago was critical. They needed to win that game, and they got it. Devin Carter was huge in the final minute. So that's no pushover game. They still have to play at Georgetown. And then, yeah, DePaul, you got to win that one. They got a gimme game against DePaul. And you better hope, if you're PC, the night that they play DePaul, you better hope other teams in the bubble are going to lose that night to help out your cause. Because if they lose against those two teams, it's over, and it's completely over with that. Seton Hall with a bad loss for them today. They got crushed against Villanova. Quick update on the scoreboard: Florida Atlantic, an overtime winner over Wichita State, 95-82. FAU just the luckiest team you can get this season, that they still receive the flowers and get the votes, and are at number 20 in the nation for them. Just 19-5, 9-2 in the American, and they're not even the top team in the conference, and it's not Memphis either. Memphis has a game today as well for college basketball, so they need to win that game for Memphis. They're taking on Tulane. Right now they're controlling business, 28-13 Memphis. Currently, Northwestern leading Penn State 53-47. Northwestern's in the bubble, and they're leading that game as well. Hey, thanks so much for being a part here, D. Sheely. Appreciate it for joining in on the stream. So, yeah, Florida Atlantic, I'm going to give you guys the actual amount of games that they've played in overtime this season. So they played 4 games in overtime this season for FAU. They're 3-1 in those games currently this year. They won against Arizona in double overtime. Arizona, 96-95. Celtics with a possession here. Peyton Pritchard's on the floor as we start off the second quarter of action. They beat Arizona in double overtime. Beat UTSA, which at the time had a record of 7-3. I think it was 13. They beat them in overtime 112-103. And that's good from three. Peyton Pritchard sinks down the three ball. Good to see the depth right now really building up for the Celtics squad off the bench. And then back-to-back games in overtime against UAB, which they lost on Thursday. And then they just won in overtime today against Wichita State. Handoff from Richardson off to Robinson. Robinson passes inside the key off to Richardson. Richardson, free throw circle, gives it outside. Robinson takes the three, splashes it. Duncan Robinson puts the Heat winning 4 right now. That's the 5th made 3 of the game for Miami. That's the first made 3 for the Heat that they haven't really had much space. Robinson just great right there off the catch. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum drives right to the rim, scores. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Jason Tatum. Just has that downhill drive in him today. Going right to the rim. He started out setting the tone for his team with his first bucket in this game was going right to the rim. He's got 6 right now. Bounce pass, backdoor cutter, wraparound layup is good for the Heat for 2 by Haywood Highsmith. Back and forth we go right here. Yeah, Wichita State, this is quite interesting. I saw somebody posted on Twitter last week about 10 years ago what the AP poll looked like, and Wichita State was a dynasty as Al Horford missed the corner 3. Wichita State had that ridiculous season where they went undefeated, came into the tournament as a 1 seed, and then lost against Kentucky as an 8 seed that year. I think that was 2014 as the shot goes down inside the key for the jumper made by Richardson. 2-point game right now. 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Fast-paced game between these two teams. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo, dribbles up right wing. Tatum, skip pass off to Horford. Fires it out right wing. Pritchard over to Horford. Backs his way at the left block. Horford inside a key double team. Horford goes up. Horford clobbered and fouled. And now this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Al Horford with 9:48 left. Yeah, Big 12 is certainly stacked this year. The Big East has also a lot of good teams in it, too. Ron, welcome back in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Al Horford, 2 free throws. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And feel free to let me know out in the chat who you guys like tonight to win this one, Celtics or Heat. And let me know about the Super Bowl, too, if you're going Niners, if you're going Chiefs today in the Super Bowl. Let me know in the chat who you guys like today in those games. Yeah, it's just DePaul and Georgetown. Those are the only games that's a gimme in the conference. Just like West Virginia in the Big 12 this year. West Virginia was a mess in the offseason because of the whole head coach situation that happened like back in June. So they had a lot of players like transfer out, transfer in for them as the Celtics come up with a steal. O'Shea Brissett had it deflected right into his hands. Out to the corner goes to Pritchard. Pritchard lobs it over to Horford. Horford at the low block working on a double team for Big Al Horford. Horford backs his way in Love now in a 1-on-1. Missed off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, tapped out of bounds. Last touch by who? It is last touch by Hawkes, I believe, according to the officials. So this is going to stay Celtics basketball. And right now, flashback to last night. That was surreal. Steph Curry drilled a game-winning 3. Surreal stream last night. Big shout-out to the Sports Fury yesterday for the TSF read for that one. You guys, the absolute legends. Missed 3 off the inbound by Pritchard. Highsmith rejected right from behind by Al Horford, who comes up with a block. Celtics with it in transition. 4-on-2 up the floor. Tatum had it stripped, lost it. Got it back was Brissett. They got an injured player right now on the key for the Heat, and the Celtics drilled a 3. And now we have a timeout on the floor. There's a man down right now. That Highsmith. I think it's Highsmith, and he's in some severe pain currently as we have to stop the time in the game. 9 minutes left to go. I believe it's Haywood Highsmith who's down inside the key as he is grimacing in pain. The Celtics just buried a 3. We're going to head directly to a timeout. That's not a good sign right there. Scary scene on the floor. See, I'm gonna check exactly who that was. Yeah, I'm gonna double check. It might be Richardson, right there. I couldn't tell exactly because his number was down in his backside, so I'm gonna check to see. But I thought at first it was Highsmith here. Just gonna... Okay, check that. It is actually Josh Richardson. Yeah, I thought so. When I saw the hair at the end, because he's got a little bit more hair than Highsmith at first. But both of them are kind of built similar or so. So it's Richardson who went down. Yeah, looks pretty bad. Yeah, so Richardson had it, and then he lost it, and then he fell down. He was grimacing in pain. It looked pretty bad on the screen there. They had to cut right into commercial break for that. Yeah, I think if you're looking at an MVP tonight, I really like Christian McCaffrey's chances to win the Super Bowl MVP tonight. Will PC make the playoffs? Well, they're gonna have to win as many games as possible now to make it, and they can't lose against Georgetown and DePaul. The bubble is getting bigger. That's the issue. See, Gonzaga beat Kentucky, so Gonzaga's right back in the bubble. Um, it's getting bigger and bigger by the day, and plus, there'll be teams that win their conference that come out of nowhere, that steal bids. Now, I bet you the American will have that. So I'm gonna take the field for the American. So FAU or Memphis, FAU/Memphis or the field. I'm taking the field. Whoever wins that conference. I don't think it's gonna be either FAU or Memphis. It'll probably be like UAB, possibly, that makes a run out of that conference. North Texas. They have a bunch of new teams in that conference this year. Charlotte is in that conference. Yeah, this is not a good sign. Josh Richardson, looks like a shoulder injury with his right shoulder, as we see here inside the key. He stripped Tatum with a basketball, and then they didn't show the full extent of that replay. They just showed Richardson stripping Tatum, but Josh Richardson had to get sent directly to the locker room. Looked like a pretty bad injury there. Looked like possibly a dislocated shoulder by him as we come back to action. The Hawk is off the ball fake. Took the deep two. Missed off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Pritchard. It's Tatum, Pritchard, Horford, Brissett, and Holiday. The five on the floor. Hawkes on the court with Love, Terry Rozier, Haywood Highsmith's out there, and also Duncan Robinson, and the Celtics splash down the three. 39-29, Boston up in their lead. First time that they've led by double digits today right now for the Celtics. Jrue Holiday on the board, jacking up the three as he's got his first three today. Love at the wing, working on Horford. Love hands it off to Rozier. Rozier guarded by Horford for the shot clock. Rozier dribbles up, jacks up the jumper. The elbow connects on it. Yeah, looked like a terrible injury right there. Welcome in, Brandon, on the stream. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Under 8 minutes left to go. That's Rozier's first made field goal today now with 2 points. He's got 4 assists currently. Tatum at the Casilla Center logo and had it poked loose out of bounds by Rozier. It's going to stay Celtics ball. Been an all-around good, clean game by Boston today. Just one total turnover so far. Porzingis with 11, 6 each. Tatum's got 6 right now. Brown's got 7. White's got 4, which is a really good development. Holiday has made 2 threes, actually, very within the past couple minutes. So he's got 6, actually, currently, with back-to-back threes made by him. And Peyton Pritchard getting some buckets as well. They're going to erase off that one, though, as he couldn't convert on it as the shot clock it came down to being out of bounds right there. And the shot clock was winding down as the Celtics commit their second turnover. Heat with Adebayo back on the floor. They really need to have Bam as many minutes as possible because Porzingis has just been feasting when he's not been there tonight. Robinson going to launch a 3 straight away, and he hits it. Hits bottom right there for the 3 ball. 39-34, 5-point game approaching 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Duncan Robinson up to 6. The threes have kept them right in the game. The Celtics have given some of their shooters some space. Porzingis turnaround over. Bam, blocked by Adebayo. Though he got fouled. Late whistle right there by the refs as Adebayo wondering about the call. And Porzingis will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard was late to that closeout in the last 3 made by Robinson. Hey, what's good? Pastor in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Two free throws by Porzingis. First one's good. Second free throw, Porzingis, right down the middle. Yeah, I think it's pretty much an even Super Bowl between those two tonight. Can either go either way as Robinson launches another 3 missed off the rim. Tatum battles for the rebound. Highsmith came down with it for the offensive board. Rozier accelerates the cup out of rhythm, and he gutted a drop plus the foul. Wow, Terry Rozier with a finger roll, and he'll shoot 1 at the line. Got the contact working on Porzingis right there. Nice move as he went actually opposite hand, scoring with a left hand there. Just maneuvered his way past Porzingis. He was trying to go towards the right, and then he's just set himself swooping towards the left and got it around Porzingis and in off the bounce plus the foul. So chance to cut it within 4 if he makes the free throw. He does. So Rozier, 3-point play completes. And the Celtics turn it over. We haven't seen bad basketball yet for the Celtics until that possession as Robinson no good in the layup. Good challenge there by Tatum at the rim as he allowed Robinson to miss the layup. Celtics have the ball right back. Holiday bounce past Porzingis. Porzingis off the ball fake working on Robinson. Hand off Holiday. Holiday baseline drive floats up a tough shot. Went up in the motion though as he got fouled here. So this game's starting to get a little choppy right now. And the shot by Holiday with the ball, actually the basketball got stuck at the top of the backboard. And actually, they're going to say it's going to be an inbounds. All right, so this will be an inbounds and no foul call actually there. They're going to say it's just a simple strip. All right, so simple strip by the Heat as the Celtics maintain possession. Porzingis connects on the jumper. Good for the deep 2 right there at the elbow to put Boston up within 6. 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Shake and bake at the left wing. Rozier accelerates to the cup. His pass off the fingertips of Adebayo. Has it back there with the free throw circle. Hero's pass deflected out of bounds by the Celtics D. Active hands right there around the perimeter for Boston. Yeah, the Celtics have I believe they get the easiest schedule remaining because they got 3. Yeah, they got 3 more games against the Pistons. They got 2 against Portland. They've yet to even play Portland so far. Quarter, jumper, fade away. Robinson, no good. Off the top of the backboard, it goes right back over to Brown. Brown up the floor now for Boston. Will slow it down as we approach 5.5 left to go before halftime. Tatum. Edge of the midcourt logo here. Tatum dribbles up to the wing, takes the 3, sinks the 3 by JT. Nothing but nylon as he hits it bottom for Jason Tatum, building a 9-point lead. Jason's got 9 now. Hero at the low block, guarded by Porzingis. Hero kick out corner. Rozier launches up a jumper around and out. Porzingis controls the defensive board. Celtics looking to go up by double digits. Porzingis 15.7 rebounds so far in the first half, the game leader. On top off the Tatum, Porzingis sets the screen. Tatum finds Porzingis. Off fake off. An opportunity here. Porzingis going to dribble up. Porzingis with the right hand gets fouled. Down the lane working on Bam, and he'll shoot 2 at the line for Porzingis. I thought he was going to pop up for the 3 there by Porzingis, but good job to take that one inside. Wow, has a lot changed or what for the Celtics compared to last week? They're taking it more to the rim. And look at what you can do when you take it more to the rim and start to balance out your shot so you're not so predictable from three. Jason Tatum just towards his left, able to shake a defender, get some space, and make the three. It allows you to open up the courts to make some more threes when you're not so predictable and taking 3, 3, and 3. Every single time up the floor in transition. They're going to the rim. 20 to 14 points in the paint. Right now for Boston, Porzingis missed the first free throw. They were excellent Friday night at the free throw line. That was a big key what guided them to victory. Second free throw is good. 10-point lead here for Boston. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. 16 by Porzingis. This is the largest lead currently so far in this game. Rozier, bounce pass, low post, Adebayo double teamed, and he gets fouled. So this will be 2 at the line. Just awaiting here on Holiday or Porzingis on the personal foul as he got sandwiched in between. Leva on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Dabney, welcome back in. Yeah, things going pretty well. Two shots here by Adebayo. So it's going to be charged to Drew Holiday. Picks up the personal foul. His second. First one's good by Bam at the free throw line. Second shot by Adebayo, right down the middle. 8-point lead for Boston. Largest one in the game currently is 10, just a moment ago. Celtics have possession. Holiday on the floor with Tatum, White, Porzingis, and Brown. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum dribbles up to the top, steps into a three. Off the mark, no good. Tipped up, and the rebound controlled by Robinson for the Heat. Up the floor, off to Rozier. Rozier, Robinson, Hero. Bam Adebayo, also Caleb Martin, the 5 on the floor. Missed layup, no good by Terry. Tipped around off the glass, tipped right back out at Tatum, sent it off to Martin. Martin steps into a three from the corner, missed off the mark. Offensive rebound, Martin off the back rim, no good. Incredible contest by the Celtics as they came out with 5 misses there in that possession for the Heat, and then Brown lost it out of bounds. Defense, defense, defense. Just 39 points with under 4 left to go before halftime. The Heat went 0 for 5 in their previous possession. The Heat have it back 7-3 second chance points today in favor of Boston. Boston leads the offensive rebound column 6-3. Hero dribbles up, drives, floats up the rudder. No good off the glass. That was off balance there by Tyler Hero as the Celtics pick up the basketball. White steps into a three in transition. Halfway down, no good. Skipped around the rim and out, and the Heat collect the defensive rebounds. No Jimmy Butler today in this matchup for Miami as they look a little bit out of sync here offensively lately. Rozier at the baseline finds Martin around the perimeter. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson at the elbow. Swings it outside. Martin takes the three. Pushing off. That was a tough look as well for him too. He just weird jump shot motion. It looks like he's got no legs and no pop out there on the floor for Caleb Martin on that jump shot. And now Joe Mazzulla will burn a timeout. Wow. Some real uncharacteristic shots lately by the Heat. They missed 5 straight shots in a row on one possession at the rim. The Celtics with Porzingis, with his size, he was just getting everything out of there, altering shots left and right as they kept on tipping it off the glass and missing. And then Tyler Hero just forced up a runner that didn't even hit the rim. It hit the corner of the glass, and then right there in the three, Caleb Martin was wide open, and he went up for the jumper, and he did like a weird like sort of push off towards his bottom part of his body right there. Man, they're having a lot of trouble finding their rhythm right now from the floor, and losing. They're just losing in terms of finding their footing and stuff, and trying to get these shots up. Looks like they're running out of steam out there. Charles, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, excellent day today. Only 2 games in the NBA slate. Super Bowl coming up later tonight. Kings tip off against the Thunder in a couple minutes from now. That's a pretty good matchup in the Western Conference. But big matchup going for the Super Bowl tonight, so all these games wrap up before the start of the Super Bowl. College hoops currently Northwestern leading Penn State 61-53. 40 seconds left to go in that game. Northwestern close to the bubble, going to pick up another victory to make them towards being a better situation, towards being a future lock into the bracket. And then Memphis leading Tulane 44-27. Memphis right now borderline on the cut to make the bracket or not. Porzingis having a big game so far. He's got 16 in this game. Wow, Arizona destroyed Colorado last night, 99-79. Yeah, I was watching some of that game, and then I fell asleep with like 10 minutes left to go watching that game after I finished up last night's stream. So I was like wondering what happened in that game because it was chippy. Colorado was starting to come back, and then Arizona kept on shutting the door. But wow, that's a really good win for Arizona. That's a road victory at Colorado by 20. Yeah, Porzingis has been the man in this match so far. 16-9 by Porzingis. 16 points in 16 minutes. There's just been no matchup for him out there. He's been feasting whenever Bam Adebayo heads towards the bench. That's when he does his damage, is that the Heat just doesn't have a backup big man to contend Porzingis in this matchup. Yeah, Thomas Bryant is the backup big man. And Orlando Robinson is the third string guy for a big. And it's only been Adebayo who's played this game. So in the past, it's been Dwayne Dedman who's been a backup big man. In the past, as we come back from a timeout here, and Jaylen Brown takes the jumper, and he makes it for the mid-range shot. 49-39. Excellent response for the Celtics as we're down to 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Adebayo on the floor with a hero. Rozier, as he'll take the jumper, connects on it for the 13-footer. 49-41. Martin Adebayo, hero. Rozier is on the floor, same as Robinson, the 5. Brown with White, Porzingis, Tatum, and Horford. Brown double-teamed outside, it goes Porzingis. Off the ball fake, finds Brown in the corner. Open, takes the 3, and he makes it. Jaylen Brown rips it through the shoot for the 3-ball. Celtics by 11. 52-41. Able to space the floor so far today, go down the hill to the rim, and also be selective with their threes, but take the open 3 when it's there. Make the open 3 with an excellent rejection out of bounds as Derek White comes out with a shot block. White denies Tyler Hero off the floater attempt at the low block. This will go back to the Heat with an inbound. Robinson, guarded by White, sends it off to Adebayo. Celtics look connected so far in this game. Adebayo off balance, draws contact, and a foul. Yeah, good game so far by Boston here. Their offense hasn't been as great in terms of like other games, but their defense has really been able to propel their team in this game today. Their offense looking solid though. They're 20 for 40 from the floor, 7 for 18 from 3 at just under 39%. It's been solid, not like lights out efficiency, but solid for the Celtics tonight. They lead the rebound column by 124-23. For some reason, I feel like that number should be higher for the rebound column, but it's actually close right now. And then they're limiting the Heat to only 34% from the floor. This is what you love to see, the Celtics defense. Adebayo made the first one. Second free throw by Bam. It's up, it's through. Good identity they got in this matchup today so far. As we're down to 2:10 left to go before halftime. Heat bringing some pressure in the backcourt. Derek White's going to have to clear into the hands to Porzingis. Porzingis takes it up over to Horford. Out to the wing off to Brown. Brown, 2 minutes left to go. Has it at the baseline. Guarded by Robinson. Brown lob down low. Has position. Horford scores. Up into the backboard. Good for 2 for Big Al Horford. Good cut right there behind the defense as they drew the double. And then Al Horford came free. Cutting backdoor to the hoop. Rozier, teardrop. Gets the drop for 2 over Porzingis. Doing everything with his will to get his team back into the game for Scary Terry. 1:40 left to go before halftime. 9 points now by Terry. Tatum off the step back, takes the 3, makes the 3 from downtown, baby, for JT. Celtics by 12. Jason Tatum in a rhythm so far today. Tatum up to double figures now. He's got 12 on 2 for 4 from the perimeter, 5 for 9 shooting. Jumper misfired off the back rim, no good by Rozier. Rebound collected by Porzingis. Porzingis with almost a double-double right now. 16 and 8 at the moment. Brown dribbles up, swings it out to the corner. Horford controls it outside over to Brown. Brown elevates for the J. On the 3, missed at the wing, and the rebound controlled down the far side here by Adebayo. 1 minute left to go before halftime. Bam attacks downhill, had it stripped out of bounds. It will stay Heat basketball. 1 minute left to go. Just looking connected right now defensively, and this is what I love to see because the Celtics had a lot of issues against Washington on Friday, giving up 129 points. Adebayo off the off fake gets past Porzingis. Porzingis took a shot right there to the belly area, and he's in a little bit of pain right now as Adebayo got the bucket to drop. +1. Ooh! It's a little bit below the belly, actually, in the spot that you don't want to get hit. Holy smokes, he took him right to the Wonka area. Bam Adebayo throwing out the right hand right in the spot that you don't want to get hit in. Ooh! We saw that last year with Dylan Brooks against Donovan Mitchell. And Bam Adebayo throwing the right hand right there. Uppercut to Porzingis in the ding-dong. I can't believe they allowed him to get away with that. They got 57-45 in the scoreboard. The shot is good. 57-46 according to the ESPN scoreboard. I believe that was an and one, though. Like, they get the scoreboard completely wrong right now. I believe that was an and one. We're down to 55.9 seconds left to go. Which makes no... It's just ridiculous. Yeah, they got 57-46 in the scoreboard currently. At the moment. So I'm going to keep it there right now. So it looks like they didn't count the shot and just had them for one at the line. Tatum elevates for the J. Drills it. Good for 2 by JT. Good to see Porzingis is all right now. Bounce pass over to Adebayo. Rises for the J. Mid-range. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Brown. 25 seconds left to go. It's going to be a 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock, so the Celtics can hoist it with around 5-4 seconds left to go if they elect to take it down that much. White at the top of the key guarded by Hero. White off the screener, set by Tatum. White dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim, blocked by Adebayo. 5 seconds remaining. Heat with it up the floor, 3-on-2 in transition. Miami to the rim, they score with a layup by Rozier. As we are down to the final second, Celtics get the inbound, and Tatum will not elect to take a shot here at the buzzer. We close out, we go into halftime. It's 59-50, the score right now at halftime. Yeah, that was an and one, because now the scoreboard corrected itself. So the ESPN scoreboard had no clue. So, quick update on that. That was an and one by Adebayo. The one that he threw the uppercut on Porzingis in his crotch area right there. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous that the referees didn't see that. So we were clearly shown the replay off the drive by Adebayo, and he drew out the right hand and went in for the uppercut off the drive to Porzingis in the area of the you-know-what, and went in for a hook shot, banked it, plus he got fouled, and then they just added on that onto the tally for the Heat. So it's a 9-point game as we enter half, 59-50 right now. Actually keep it here on a game slide currently since we're at halftime. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And you got to get some good commentary while you're at it for this one, and I'm bringing it today. Yep. Ron, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Quick Cuts, glad to have you in the stream. David, welcome on board. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Jay Ramirez is going to be in my area September. That's awesome, man. Yeah, looks like it's okay. So I'm trying to get to see like what Kyle Lowry, where he's gonna go. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be the 76ers. So it's been reported that it looks like he's going to sign with the 76ers for him. As welcome in Adam on the stream. Yeah, so yesterday it looked like there was an article by Yahoo that said that he was potentially going to go to the Hornets, but now it's updated. Latest report from NBA.com and ESPN say that he's going to sign with the Sixers for a buyout, it looks like. Hey, what's good? Doug in the stream. Thanks for stopping by, man. Glad to have you back in the channel. Yeah, lower score than usual compared to a lot of games in the NBA. It's been more so excellent defense today by the Celtics, competing on the defensive side of the floor, just challenging a ton of shots right now. They got 4 blocks in the first half, 2 of those by Horford, 1 each by Porzingis and White. And the Celtics shooting pretty well, 51% from the floor, limiting the Heat to only 37% and 29% from 3 in the first half. Next stream will probably be on Tuesday, Celtics against Nets on Tuesday. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up. If you guys are new, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks all for joining in, being a part today on the channel, and feel free to let us know out in the chat who you guys like today in this game here, Celtics or Heat, who you guys like in the Super Bowl later on tonight, Chiefs or Niners. Porzingis, massive factor in the first half, couple backdoor lobs that he threw down alley-oop jams. He leads the scoring with 16 points, 8 rebounds at halftime, and the question mark today has been, when Bam Adebayo is on the bench, who are they going to have to stop Porzingis if Porzingis is still out there on the floor? And Porzingis does have... I've got him for 2 on the ESPN graphics, so it says 2 for personal fouls according to the latest box score. I saw a 3 on the graphic that came up, though, for that. But Porzingis and Holiday, according to the latest box score, have 2, and then 1 foul committed by Al Horford. Heat foul trouble numbers look like this. 2 committed by Adebayo so far today. That's it. Everybody else has been clean, yet to commit a foul. Hey, there we go, Ron. I was talking about like the Super Bowl, like which teams you guys would go for the Super Bowl there. Kind of like a thin slate because the Super Bowl takes up today's day. Let's see what we got here for action. Memphis, for the Memphis Tigers, they're leading Tulane 46-39. There's only other one NBA game going on, and that one just tipped off. Kings at Thunder. That game just basically tipped off a minute ago. Hey, what's good? Greg on the stream. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, classic times there with the Pistons' scary defense back in the 2000s. There's 30 teams in the NBA. Usually a lot of the games are on at nighttime. This one is in the afternoon since it's a Sunday right now, so it's just a little bit past 3 p.m. my time. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm on like Boston, New York time on Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. This game tipped off at 2 p.m., so this was an afternoon game today, but usually a lot of the games happen at night. for the NBA. So tomorrow there's games at night. So throughout the course of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they have night games, and then also a lot of night games on Saturday. Sunday does night games too, but they throw in from here and there. They have a couple like afternoon games that appear on the schedule from time to time on Saturdays, and then they have Sundays. They usually put in a couple afternoon games. They have after like the Super Bowl is over, which the Super Bowl is tonight. They usually start to do ABC Sunday afternoon games. Yeah, I think either way it's going to be close today. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Very balanced game, I feel like, between the Niners and the Chiefs tonight. See, Kansas City's got a lot of experience on their team. They've been there. They've won Super Bowls together. The Niners have, I feel like they got the better weapons all around that they have in terms of like pass catchers for the Niners and players that can be explosive and rip off big gains after the catch. They got a lot of good playmakers on that squad, whereas Kansas City has the upper hand. Quarterback play with Mahomes, and also the kicking game too. San Francisco has a rookie kicker on their team too. So yeah, it's going to be a toss-up today because the better offense goes to San Francisco this season in terms of players being able to catch passes and be able to break tackles, make plays, and extend plays down the field, because you got McCaffrey, who's a dual threat, led the league in rushing with over 1,400 yards, and then also out of the backfield as well, catching passes. He combined for 21 touchdowns this season. And then you got Debo and Ayuk, the top two pass catchers, and then Kittle. And then for Kansas City, it's basically Mahomes to Kelsey a lot. You have other guys that he's been able to spread it out. I got the Niners today, 27-24. It's just like the thing that's been costly for Kansas City has been the drops this season for them. Their top receiver, Rashee Rice, he struggled from time to time with drops. I think he's got 8 this season for him, but he's the top receiver for receiving yards, just for like wide receivers. Kelsey leads the team in general receiving this season. He's been massive in the playoffs, because I saw Kelsey had 3 touchdown catches in the playoffs. He had that 11 catch game against Baltimore. I think what it comes down to is going to be these factors. Is the Niners defense will have to look to take away Kelsey as much as possible to have a chance to win this game and force Mahomes to pass the ball to other players. And then on the other side, Kansas City, they're going to have to really pressure Brock Purdy into some bad decision making, which Kansas City's been excellent this year, pass rushing the quarterback. They're number 2 in sacks this season for them. So yeah, it goes on like for a matchup. It's pretty much even, I feel like, but I like San Francisco tonight by a field goal. The Niners have showed that they've been able to win those close games. Usually they're not built to come from behind and win games, but they won the previous 2 because of that. And it's been impressive what the Chiefs have done. Like back-to-back road wins against the 2 and the 1 at Buffalo, at Baltimore. Buffalo gave them one heck of a run. And then Baltimore, they just had a tough game. Baltimore didn't give Kansas City its best on 2 weeks ago. Baltimore were just these terrible penalties that really cost them the game. Michael, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you back in, man. Andrew on the stream, welcome back in. Things going pretty well. But either way, I think we're in a treat for tonight with the Super Bowl, and I think it's coming down to gonna be the final possession. I'm gonna go Niners tonight by 3. I'm a Patriots fan, if you guys didn't know, so either way, it's a lose-lose situation for Patriots fans out there, because San Francisco, if they win tonight's Super Bowl, they would tie the Patriots and the Steelers with 6 Super Bowls all time, at first in the NFL. If Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, that would be his 3rd Super Bowl victory, which means he would be 1 Super Bowl closer to Tom Brady with 7 all time for the most. Mahomes would move up to a tie for 3rd all time for Super Bowls. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation for Patriots fans out there. But for the Patriots, they're a franchise. So if San Francisco ties them up, every season you start off with a new clean slate, and you can win the Super Bowl every year. Got to go out there and earn it each and every year by constructing your roster, paying the players well. That's where it starts off, and making the good decisions via the draft. And under the previous regime for 10 plus years, they didn't have that opportunity to do so. And maybe with a new head coach, they'll finally be able to make those right decisions. But it looks like they're going to be a while to be coming back to where they were under TB12. And the thing here is, I'd rather, me being a Patriots fan, I'd rather have the 49ers win tonight. It ties the Patriots as a dynasty, but the Patriots are always playing. Whereas Tom Brady retired. If Mahomes passes Tom Brady, like, oh man, that would be mind-boggling to me at first. But honestly, I would not be shocked to see it, considering that the Chiefs are the new dynasty, and it'll be quite some time, but things will get rather interesting. It's going to be more after this one. If Mahomes comes out of this one today, then the conversation will be Mahomes or Montana. That's what the conversation will be for the next year or so, for the number 2 quarterback behind Brady all time, Mahomes or Montana. But then if Mahomes starts coming out winning more Super Bowls, say we get to like 2030, and he's at 5 or 6 by 2030, then yeah, we're gonna be having quite the discussion about Mahomes and Brady. But I think in order for Mahomes to get there, he needs to win 8 for him, because that, if you tie Tom Brady for Mahomes and pick up 7 by like 2032 for Patrick Mahomes, then still I got Tom Brady as the upper hand. Brady for Tampa Bay beat him in that Super Bowl. There's nobody that's gonna surpass TB12 with that longevity there. So that's going to be a real interesting conversation if the Chiefs keep on rallying off these wins. But in terms of an overall balance, I like the Niners tonight in terms of an overall balance, because you got multiple playmakers on that team. You got McCaffrey, who was the offensive player of the year, right behind Lamar Jackson for MVP. I think if the Niners win tonight, he takes home MVP for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to have a big game. Couple touchdowns probably, 1 out of the backfield. Definitely should have 1 rushing tonight in this game for McCaffrey. They got McCaffrey, they got Kittle, they got Debo, they got Ayuk. They got 4 legitimate guys who can make plays out there, break yards after the catch, and turn up field for big gains. And then for Kansas City, it's Mahomes who's throwing basically a lot to Kelsey. You got other guys, Rashee Rice, first-year wide receiver, leading the team for receivers. Kadarius Toney is not playing tonight for Toney, so I think if the Niners come out of this game victorious tonight, I think tomorrow the talk show hosts are going to be talking about how the Kansas City receivers blew it in this one. If San Francisco is able to limit Kelsey, take him out of the game, then Mahomes is going to have to find trust in his other receivers, and that's been difficult this season to do for Mahomes, as he's lost complete trust in his other receivers on the team, and we might see that tonight, because you got rookie wide receivers. Rashee Rice, he's a rookie. Isaiah Pacheco, the top running back, he's only a sophomore. You got young guys in the offensive side right now for Kansas City on their team. So you do have young players, but you got leadership and experience with Mahomes and Kelsey out there. So really all depends. Yeah. And Purdy needs to make great decisions today for him. They need to have like a game plan. Like the first first 15 plays usually by an offensive coordinator are usually scripted on most ends, unless something disastrous happens, like you allow a kick return for a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. Then things start to go haywire with what your game plan can really be. But going into the Super Bowl, you got 15 scripted plays usually before you start to get into like actual game situations and seeing where your team does from here. We come back to action. Adebayo jumper connects on it at the mid-range shot as he drills the 13-foot J. It's a 7-point game right now. Adebayo's got 13, top scorer for the Heat. Porzingis been massive today, 16 points, 8 rebounds in the first half. Sends it off to Holiday. Into the hands to Tatum. Tatum working on the Martin, one-on-one, bouncing bodies. Tatum, jumper, turn around. He drills it. Jason Tatum right to the shoot, takes it for the 2, and he connects on it. 61-52. Tatum's got 14 right now, right behind Porzingis with 16. Jumper, mid-range, around and out, missed off the mark by Hero. Celtics up by 9, looking to see if they can go up by double digits once again. Brown on the floor with Tatum, Porzingis, Holiday, and White. Top of the key, Jaylen Brown. Brown guarded by Adebayo. Lobs it up to Porzingis on the smaller Jaime Jaquez. Porzingis, jumper, free throw circle over. Jaquez gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here by Porzingis. See, it's that type of matchup right now. You got Porzingis on the floor, and it's just you get him on a switch on another defender, and it's going to be tough for the Heat in this matchup to defend Porzingis since he's 7'3", and Porzingis doing the work once again. Yep, that would be quite the show right there for Taylor Swift making her halftime appearance if that happens for a surprise halftime show with Usher. First shot good by Porzingis, 10-point lead. Second free throw is good. Celtics by 11 now. Tyler Hero is really disappointed today. Just 1 for 7 shooting from the floor by Hero right now. Heat with a possession. Top of the key, Rozier. Rozier fires it out to Jaquez. Up fade. Guarded by Porzingis off the spin move. Dish out to the wing. Hero dribbles up. Bounce pass down low. Left it too wide for Adebayo. That's a turnover. So Tyler Hero tried to go with a no-look bounce pass. Missed the mark as it went too wide out of bounds. That's the 6th turnover today for the Heat. Just 4 total turnovers this entire game for the Celtics. Top of the key, Holiday. Great job, Boston, here so far. Defense and limiting the turnovers been great. A lob from Porzingis off to Tatum. Tatum, jab step, Tatum. 5 in the shot clock. Tatum rises for the J. Oh, he hits it. Jason Tatum money on a jumper in the zone today for 2. 13-point lead. 10-15 left to go in the third. Tatum's got 18. Bounce pass down low. Jaquez double teamed. His pass deflected. Intercepted. Brown comes up with a steal out in transition. Brown attacks Eurostep backdoor and got blocked out of bounds. And he fell right into the camera crew as well. So he has to get helped out by the official. All hustle on the floor right now for Boston. Things looking great at this point right now. Everybody doing their job, playing as a team tonight. Playing as a team and through a team. Playing through Porzingis and Tatum at this point in the game, both with 18. Tatum inbound, bounce pass off to the cutter. Oh man, throws it down with a 2-handed flush plus the foul. Kristaps Porzingis, holy smokes, with a head full of steam to the rim right there, looking like he was on video game mode with a turbo. Right over Tyler Hero, throwing it down with authority. Man, oh man, what a jam. Porzingis with authority right there off the cutters. The Heat could not pick him up. Free throw he missed at the line. 10 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Celtics by 15, and the Heat will take a timeout. Part of an 8-zip run by the Celtics right now as we take a look at this replay. Tatum bounce pass off the inbound Porzingis. Head full of steam, receives it to the rim right next to Hero towards his right side and just flushes it. Things right now moving upwards for the Celtics. Dominant performance so far today. Porzingis with 20, Tatum 18, Brown with 12. 6 by Holiday, 4 by White currently. Just mismatches they're seeing on the floor. And when Adebayo is not in the paint, Porzingis, there's just been no answer for the Heat's defense to defend him. Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, that's cool there. So, Andrew here on his 32nd birthday on January 12th. Yeah, good to hear, man. Glad to have you back in on the channel. If you guys are new, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Next stream I plan on covering will probably be on Tuesday. Celtics at the Nets on Tuesday. Quick update, just the Celtics-Nets game on Tuesday I'll be covering, not the one on Wednesday. I'm out covering a doubleheader for basketball this Wednesday night. If for some reason you don't see me on Tuesday, that's because I'm probably working late for some reason, because we're supposed to have like a snowstorm too, or I might lose power as well. So I'm hoping to be back on Tuesday, but yeah, we're supposed to get a pretty significant snowstorm Tuesday. It looks like 6 to 12 inches probably for snow. It's looking like. So yeah, we haven't had a snowstorm in about like a month. 8-zip run by Boston right now. Only one other game going on in the NBA. The Thunder up over the Kings, 18-15. Yeah, so Taylor Swift took the 9-hour flight from Tokyo back to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. And going that way, you have to go across the Pacific Ocean. So it's actually you're like flying back into time, because Tokyo is, I don't know exactly how many hours it's ahead, but it's well ahead of what we have in the U.S. for time. Yeah, it was around like 5 years ago in 2019. So last month was the 5-year anniversary of the channel that I started. Kristaps Porzingis, massive game by him so far today. 20 right now on the board and 8 rebounds, 7 for 10 shooting from the floor. Plus, he's gone to the free throw line quite a bit, 5 for 7 at the free throw line. Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis combining for 50 right now. Miami with just 52 total on the board to make it 54. Caleb Martin scores the layup. Celtics by 13 with the basketball. Tatum on the floor with Porzingis, Brown, Holiday, and White. Back from this timeout. Porzingis, free throw circle, up fake, drives on Martin. Porzingis to the rim, no good to get it blocked. Basketball rolls out of bounds off the backside of Martin. It will stay Celtics ball. So it didn't go their way in that possession, but Porzingis, either way, they're going to get the basketball back. Wasn't too happy there. He thought he got fouled once again. There's just been no matchup here for Porzingis. If you're going in this, if you're the Heat, you got to man up. You got to have Adebayo be his man throughout the rest of this game and try to stop him. Adebayo strips the basketball loose out of Jaylen Brown, comes up with a steal out to the corner. Rozier takes the 3. That's well off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound back to Martin. Hero launches up a 3, connects on it. A really tough game so far today by Tyler Hero, able to drill down a shot. With 9 minutes left to go here in this third, and Hero is up to now 5 points and only 2 for 8 shooting, 1 for 4 from 3. So far today, Tatum, head full of steam, right to the rim, scores, up and in off the glass, good for 2 with a made layup. Nobody there. Off the back line, help defensively to rotate from Miami, led to the easy blow-by to the cup for Tatum. Corner 3, Martin drills the 3 over Porzingis. These 3s letting them hang in this game right now. 69-60. For some reason, this 9-point lead feels like it's more like 15 here for Boston. Probably the reason why is because they barely have committed a turnover tonight. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo, off the pick set by White, dribbles out the right wing. Tatum, one-on-one, guarded by Hero. Tatum jacks up the 3 over Hero, off the mark, no good. That's called Hero ball by Boston. Adebayo collected a rebound. Heat down by 9. Bam. Hand off Hero. Hero guarded by White at the wing. Hero bounce pass. Bam. Bam. Working on Tatum 1-on-1. Mid block. Bam. Inside the key. Right-handed hook. Off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound. Throws it down with a two-handed jam by Bam. 7-point game. Things getting interesting. Under 8 left to play in the third. Adebayo's got 15 and 9. Celtics really got a key in on Bam Adebayo because he's got the capability of taking over and getting into the mid-range shot in the fourth quarter. We've seen that time and time again. White at the right wing sends it off to Holiday, top of the key. Holiday guarded by Hero 101. Holiday swings it outside to White, off the catch, fires the three. No good, around the rim and out. Rebound controlled here for the Heat. Heat down by 7, looking to make a run for it right now. Hero crossover, 3 over Holiday. Rainbow, oh, he's got it. Tyler Hero started to bury shots right now. It's only a 4-point game, and Joe Mazzulla has to burn a timeout. 13-2 run for the Heat. The Celtics getting complacent, starting to go into Joe Mazzulla ball instead of attacking to the rim, and the Heat starting to find their rhythm with Tyler Hero, and now it's a 4-point game. Back-to-back threes made by Hero over Holiday. Tough contest, too, by Holiday. Just gave him a little bit too much space off the step back at first and then closed out just a tad too late. We're talking about split seconds here since this is the National Basketball Association. Everything determined on a split second of one another when it comes down to contesting shots. Got to be that fast. 0.1 of a second. 7:21 left to go in the third. It's only a 4-point game right now. Tatum, Porzingis, and Brown combining for 52 of the 69. At one point, the Heat had 52 on the board, and now the Heat, once they were down by double digits, they have crawled back, winning 4. A 15-point lead has now evaporated to 4 right now. And of course, against this Heat team, you can't ever count them out. And it hasn't been the Celtics' turnovers that's been the issue, like previous games against Miami. It's been too much complacency with the threes right now. That's been the issue. Getting complacent, taking too many threes, missing those shots lately, going into tough looks. Tatum missed the 3 at the wing off the step back. Porzingis didn't want anything to do with that offensive set. As instead of lingering in the paint, he was around the perimeter, which he's had the big size advantage today in the paint. And then Derek White off the catch, misfired a 3, and then the Heat make him pay going back-to-back from 3. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And this has been a great game today between these two teams, wire to wire. Heat have crawled right back in right now. The Celtics defense has been the fuel of the team so far, limiting the Heat to 41% shooting. Though Miami's starting to out-hustle Boston a little bit more, 30-27 on the rebounds. Celtics doing a good job taking care of the basketball. Just 5 total turnovers. But I think if you're Boston coming back from this timeout, you need to start running the offense through Porzingis, because if he gets mismatches and is not matched up with Bam Adebayo, then you get a good chance to take advantage of those mismatches in today's game, because without Bam, they're a whole lot smaller on the floor with the 4 other guys out there, whoever they are, today for Miami. The Heat have yet to play their backup bigs in this matchup. Thomas Bryant and Orlando Robinson have yet to play so far today. And of course, you're going to have to sit Adebayo from time to time. Bam's played 21 minutes so far. Porzingis has played 24 right now as we come back from the timeout. 4-point advantage for the Celtics. Celtics with a possession. White on the floor with Horford, Tatum, Brown, and Holiday. So Porzingis getting some rest on the bench. Holiday takes the 3 and rips it down the cylinder for the triple. Good job off the catch there by Drew as he extends the lead to 7. Heat with a possession. Holiday's got 9. Perfect 3 for 3 from the perimeter so far. Hero into the hands to Bam. Back over to Hero. Floats with the runner off the double clutch. Converts on it. 5-point game right now. Top of the key, Brown. Into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing perimeter. Guarded by Martin. Flings the pass inside off the White. Off the pivot. Scores. Up and in off the backboard. Pass Hero for 2. 74-67. Under 6.5 left to go. Rozier, tough shot around and in or not. It's going to be ruled a basket interference committed by the Heat there as they touched the rim, trying to tap it back in as the Terry Rozier basket gets erased from the scoreboard and the score stays the same. Siegel, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in, man. Glad to have you back in. We got Swifty Kelsey in the stream. Looking for the Chiefs to have their big Super Bowl parade once again. Looking for the Chiefs to get their Super Bowl ring tonight. Welcome to the channel. Best of luck there tonight for that one. Here we go. Back to action. Tatum. Edge in the midcourt logo. Working on Martin one-on-one. Horford sets the screen. Frees up Tatum. Kick out quarter. Hauser laces up a three. And he drills it. Sam Hauser rattles in the triple. 77-67. Celtics started to get on a run once again. Shot the ball well from three so far in this game. 10 for 24. Miami's made 9 threes as a team, weaving his way inside the paint. Rozier, his pass deflected out of bounds from behind. It will stay Miami ball. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Siegel. Really appreciate it, brother, with a dono. Thanks so much, man. You guys the legends here at the channel. Probably Tostitos for snacks during the Super Bowl. So some nachos and sour cream for tonight. Inbound here for Hero. The Heat with it with 5:45 left to go in this third. Hero crossover made back-to-back threes at one time. Gives it off to Rozier. Steps out to his left. Took the three. Missed off the back rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. White comes down with it for Boston. And now we have a loose ball foul on the floor. And this is going to be committed by the Celtics as the clock stops here with 5:36. Yeah, you guys, the legends in the stream. Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. So he's been hanging in there lately. Oh boy. Kristaps Porzingis. I'm not sure what it was, but Kristaps Porzingis was seen going to the locker room just a couple moments ago. I didn't catch that. It must have been during the timeout where he got substituted, as we saw him go to the locker room on a camera view right there as Hero takes a three, comes up off the rim, no good, and the rebound pulled down for the offensive board by Rozier. Drives to the hole, working on Hauser, gets the layup. So once we get to the next timeout, let's see if there's any extent of that there for Porzingis. Not sure what it was. That's why Horford's in the game right now, and he's currently not on the bench area as he went underneath the tunnel to the locker room. Holiday lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum at the corner. 5 minutes left to go. Baseline dribble. Triple teamed inside. Tatum got it a go. Up and in. Good for two as he bulldozed his way right to the rim. A lot of contact as well. No call there, but the referees, as they said, play on. Tatum got the bucket. Strong basket right there off the drive. Rozier altered by Horford, and Rozier went down. Horford slipped and fell as well as he is down too. And both of them collided, and good to see Horford's up on his feet. Yeah, Rozier's in some bad pain right now. Terry is down. And they've already lost Josh Richardson earlier today. And Terry Rozier, the same spot, slipped and fell as he missed his layup. Got it swatted by Horford, and Terry Rozier is down. And if you're ESPN, you got to cut to commercial break right now, ESPN. What are you doing? What are you doing, ABC, right now? ABC on ESPN, what are you doing showing the injury for an additional 10 seconds. Gonna cut right to commercial break. As finally they go to commercial break, they show Terry Rozier down in the key for a solid 10 seconds before they decide to cut to commercial break. 4:43 left to go as we take a timeout on the floor. So injuries starting to rack up a little bit here. Josh Richardson exited the game earlier. Looked like a pretty bad shoulder injury. Gonna see if there's any updates on this stuff. So Josh Richardson, he left the game earlier due to an injury. The Miami Heat tweeted out, Josh Richardson left today's game versus the Celtics with a right shoulder injury. He will not return. So Richardson will not return, and now Terry Rozier has to get helped out towards the locker room, and this looks pretty bad as he was holding his knee. He was down inside the key, and they traded for him not even a month ago. They got Terry Rozier as he went in for a layup, got it altered, and then came down and fell hard on his knee, and that looks ugly. That looks bad. Oh my goodness. Looks bad. They're showing that replay right now. Scary. I can't believe that they go to the extent of showing this. I mean, he's clutching at his right knee. Came down hard. This has been difficult to see today. So he came down after he missed the layup, and he was holding his right knee for Terry Rozier as he has to get helped out towards the locker room right now. This is terrible. I mean, they just showed that replay like 4 or 5 times right there. Yeah, no problem. Feel free to call me either there, Andrew. I'm going to see if there's anything on Porzingis, too. He went to the locker room now. Porzingis didn't seem like he was in pain or anything. He did take a shot to the bad area, the ding-dong area by Adebayo earlier on. But, okay, so we got some updates here for Porzingis as well. So, okay, this is good news here for the Celtics, not so much for the Heat. In terms of their injury, it's just bad right now between the Richardson and Rozier. But Porzingis probable to return for Porzingis due to a low back contusion by Porzingis. So Porzingis is probable to return due to a low back contusion. So he's not been ruled out yet. He was seen going to the locker room by Porzingis. So the Heat starting to get thinner right now. They go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Both of them are good at the free throw line for Miami. 79-71 right now with 4:40 left to go in the third. They're perfect at the free throw line, 10 for 10. And Haywood Highsmith commits the reach and foul in the backcourt. So right now it's number 25, Orlando Robinson, on the floor right now. One of the backup bigs for the Heat. Adebayo, Robinson, and Thomas Bryant. They're the 3 big men on the team. Hey, what's good? Timothy in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Eight-point lead for Boston. Heat dinged up with some injury issues right now. Celtics looking to take control of that and seize this one here. Boston with a possession. Tatum on the floor with Pritchard, Horford, Holiday, and Hauser. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum dribbles up, drives, jumper at the elbow. Tatum off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Kevin Love. Love on the floor with Hero, Robinson, Orlando Robinson, as well as Duncan and also Jaime Jaquez. And a 3 missed around the rim and out, no good by Love. Rebound control by Pritchard. Holiday up, transition, takes the 3, comes up short. Jaquez with a defensive rebound. Yeah, I think they're going to get Porzingis well rested. And good that they have the All-Star breakup coming. Kevin Love bricks off the back rim twice, tipped up in the air, tipped out of bounds. And this will stay Miami basketball. Yeah, my email is posted in the About section tab that I have right there. I can put it in the chat there too for you. Just a moment, Siegel. I'll put it in the chat there for you too. Backdoor layup. It is made by Duncan Robinson, cutting backdoor to the hoop. Six-point game right now. Things getting interesting. Tatum, corner 3, no good. They're starting to just jack up threes instead of going right to the rim right now at this point as we approach the 3.5-minute mark left to go. Heat with the ball. Hero, guarded by Hauser. And Hero able to get the shot to fall for 2 as they're making it interesting right now. Four-point game. Hero's got 10 this quarter, got 12 points currently. Corner jumper to outside. Swoosh. Drew Holiday. He's been great from 3. Drills the triple. Nice job right there by Drew. Able to connect on that 3 ball. 3-point shot missed around the rim by Love. This has started to turn into a 3-point shooting contest lately between these two teams right now. Tatum backs his way. Tatum outside Horford. Finds Hauser. Laces up the 3. Off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Love. So, I just put that, my email in there for you, Siegel. So I got that in the chat right now for you. So yeah, if so I get that over in the chat. In case you like forget what my email is, I also have it in the about section as well. I think all you have to do is click on email in my about section for my page for the channel, and then it pops up too, I believe, if you're signed into YouTube. 7-point lead here for Boston. Tatum, baseline drive, kick out to the top. Pritchard, extra pass made. Holiday, sidestep to his left, takes the three open, right down the chute, delivers. That's good for the three ball by Drew Holiday. He's been major from downtown tonight. Down to 1:40 left to play, approaching the mark. Drew making his 5th three with 15 in this matchup. It's those guys who really need to break out in terms of the Celtics winning, and they've done that today with Drew Holiday. Dribbling up, jumper, 14-footer, straight away, got the bounce for 2 by Hero. 8-point game, they've been hanging in this one for the Heat. Yeah, good question. That's one of the prop bets that they have for the Gatorade color. I'll probably go blue right there. I like blue, usually. So I'll take a blue right there for the color. Outside goes to Tatum. Tatum crossover, dribbles down the lane, attacks the rim, missed the layup, no good. Came crashing into the stanchion as it goes back to Miami. Pass up the floor, deflected out of bounds off the fingertips of Pritchard. 54 seconds left. Yeah, same to you, Jeffrey. It's supposed to be like 6 inches to a foot, so hopefully will turn out to be fine during the snowstorm on Tuesday. I'll see you hopefully on Tuesday. Thanks for stopping by, Andrew. Heat right now, despite the injuries, hanging in this game. Love, hand off to Hero. Around the screen, dribbles back out to the perimeter, working on Horford 1-on-1. Hero at the wing, takes the three over Hauser, off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, it's controlled by Jaylen Brown here for the Celtics. Up by 8, looking to see if they can put it back to double digits. Brown, up fake, takes the three, Brown, and he got fouled. Jaylen Brown, if both of his feet were behind the three-point arc, this will be 3. Coming up in the free throw line as he gets Haywood Highsmith to bite on the up fake. I believe it's going to be 2. I believe that's 2. He placed one of his front feet in front of the three-point line. So Jaylen Brown here will shoot shots at the free throw line. Down to 34 seconds left. Good move right there. Just able to get Highsmith off the up fake though. Free throws. First one up, no good. Missed off the front iron. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening with a touchdown rush by McCaffrey to begin. Second shot is good. 9-point Celtics lead. Final 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. The Heat have it at the corner. Hero dribbles towards his right, flings it off to Love, settles back behind the perimeter, jacks up the 3, and he slips that one right past into the cylinder. 86 to 79. They're going to call it a deep 2. One of his feet was on the three-point line. So 1 behind the arc, 1 on the line. They call it a deep 2. Brown, guarded by Duncan Robinson, brings a double team, gets the pass out to the corner. Hey, airmailed it out of bounds, though, with 1.8 seconds. So Jaylen Brown turns it over off the pressure defense, and the Heat will have the final possession here to close out the third. Inbound, the Heat dribble up, take the shot at the buzzer, and no good. That looked like it was going to go through, but a little bit wide by Tyler Hero. It had the power, just didn't have the accuracy, a little bit wide of the rim. Tyler Hero, though, getting his team back in the game. A couple big threes that he made in the third quarter. We got a 10-point, right now we got a ball game here, closing it out. It's 86, actually. I think I accidentally hit the 9 for the Celtics. That's the Heat who have the 9. So it's 86-79 right now. Yeah, 86-79, 7-point game to close out the quarter. So it's been getting interesting right now, but the Celtics just keeping their foot on the gas pedal and can't be complacent and just guide your team right to victory. The Heat are hanging in, making this a ball game, but the defense has been fueling the Celtics so far today. The defense has looked excellent. Yeah, I heard about that. Christian McCaffrey's girlfriend is from Rhode Island. Yeah, that's right. And Taylor Swift has a house in Rhode Island, too. Got to give both of them airtime today. It's going to be one that gets significant amount of airtime over the other. Yeah, if the Chiefs are winning the game in the final minutes, and it comes down to a Jake Moody field goal, I'm getting worried if I'm a Niners fan. If the Super Bowl comes down to a Jake Moody field goal to win the game, I'd be very worried right now because they've had some kicking issues this year for them. Like the two question marks going into today's matchup that they're really going to have to overcome today are the quarterback position and the kicking. That's the big question marks right there in terms of like a lack of experience or so. Jason with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono, brother. Really appreciate it here, man. A legend on the channel. Hope all is going well, man. Yeah, I saw that game was wild yesterday. I got home afterwards and tuned in for like the final 10 minutes of Kentucky versus Gonzaga. That was wild yesterday. Man, these games have been great lately. Last night, that Golden State game, that was sensational last night. Steph Curry made the game-winning three. Man, these games just keep on getting better and better as of late, which is good because we got like 1 week until the All-Star game, so it's good that we're seeing mid-season basketball like before the All-Star break being played like this. Here we go, fourth quarter of action. The Heat are dinged up some severe injuries earlier on with Josh Richardson and Terry Rozier. Both of them went down and will not return to this game. Kristaps Porzingis he is back on the floor, probable to return with a lower back contusion, but he is out there right now. Splash! There's a three made at the wing. It's good by Sam Hauser for the perimeter triple. 89-79. Terry Rozier, as they just announced it, will not return to this game due to an ankle injury. Love sends it outside to Duncan Robinson. Robinson dribbles up on Porzingis, who's out on the floor, puts the hook shot over Porzingis and scores for two. Hanging in right now for Miami. Baseline drive. Pritchard circles around. Pritchard floats the pass off to Brown. Brown torses left around the perimeter. Gives it on top off to White. It's White, Brown, Porzingis. Pritchard and Hauser to five on the floor. White lobs it off to Porzingis. Porzingis guarded by the smaller Caleb Martin. Still playing with a lower back contusion. Porzingis inside the key. Triple team. Porzingis goes up well short. Offensive rebound. Pritchard baseline jumper. Oh, he hits it. Peyton Pritchard gets it at the baseline. The shot clock winds down and he drops it through for two. That's a hustle right there by Peyton Pritchard on the floor. Jason with another dono. You the legend, man. Let's get that dono hype once again for Jason on the chat. 8 points via the bench from Pritchard. Robinson on the outside. Dribbles up off the Bam screen. Duncan Robinson fires the pass across the floor off to Martin. Martin up fake. Three in the shot clock. Drives. Blocked by Porzingis. The Celtics have it now with the ball. 10-point lead. 10.5 left to go in the fourth. Celtics will slow down tempo. Jaylen Brown at the left wing perimeter. There's been no answer tonight in this game for Porzingis. Brown, as Porzingis picks up the offensive foul, a moving screen, and it will go back to the Heat. Turnover committed by Porzingis there on the moving screen. So yeah, Porzingis was in some pain with a lower back contusion. As we saw him at halftime, he had a pad on the back of his area for Porzingis, and he just came up and he blocked the shot by Martin a moment ago. And Porzingis will now substitute out of the game with his 4th personal foul. Yeah, so the Celtics right now up by 10. Rest Porzingis as much as possible. There's no need to play him if he's got a lower back contusion. Once we get into April and May, nobody's going to remember this game that's played on Super Bowl Sunday that was played in the afternoon on Super Bowl Sunday. Nobody's going to remember that this game, the time and the score, once we get down to like April and May and stuff like that. Timeout on the floor, 91-81 the score. Yeah, this is like the time of the year that, like, if you ask somebody about like a random regular season game that happened in like the middle of February or so on Super Bowl Sunday, it's like there was only 2 games that day anyway, or so. This is my only stream today. I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl with my family later, so this is just it. This is just the only one for today. Oh, wow. Yeah, South Carolina. I took a look at the score. South Carolina beat UConn women by 18. Wow. So South Carolina won 83 to 60. It was 65 in that game. Yeah, Jimmy Butler was listed out for today's game. So UConn women lost against South Carolina, the number 1 team for women's hoops. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. And this has been solid game of the Celtics, just looking to close the door tonight and pick up the win here. But right now, Porzingis with 4 personal fouls gives him a good amount of time to rest on the bench and allows other guys to get the job done today. And that's what we gotta do right now is for the Celtics, just to keep on closing the door. And everybody's been able to get involved. Jrue Holiday, low key, he's had an excellent game today for Jrue. 15 points, 5 made threes, been solid from the perimeter by Jrue. 22 by Tatum. He is the top scorer for Boston with 8 rebounds, 7 assists. 20 by Porzingis. Will be taking a seat on the bench for a while for Porzingis with 4 fouls. 13 by Jaylen Brown. I'd like to see if Derek White can start to get going for him, for Derek White there for him. Wow, Siegel the legend. Thanks so much for the pictures there, man. So Siegel sending over some of those pictures there with the Celtics players from last season. That's awesome. Got one with Marcus Smart there. That's incredible. One with Al Horford. Wow. Legend. That's amazing. So Siegel hanging out with the Celtics players last year. Got a nice picture coming off the bus of Joe Mazzulla. There we go. Back to action now with around 10 minutes left to go. Wow, Porzingis is really going to stay in this game. He's got 4 fouls. You have to rest him up. I thought he was going to sit on the bench for a while. Like, there's no need to play him. He's got a lower back contusion right now, yet he's out there. So Jaime Jaquez will head to the free throw line now. 5 points by Jaquez today and 2 for 6 shooting. First one no good. Yeah, right now Porzingis is on the floor currently. So Porzingis is out there alongside Brown, Hauser, Pritchard, and White. Tatum is currently on the bench at the moment. He's got 4 fouls. Had a pad on his back during halftime before he came back for the shoot-around before the second half. And still out there on the floor for Porzingis currently. Top of the key, Derek White. This is only a 9-point game. White at the left wing. Porzingis sets the screen. White swings it out right corner. 3 on its way. Pritchard off the mark. No good. Tipped up. Out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. It will stay Celtics basketball as Porzingis Down inside, battling for the rebound off Adebayo. Went off at Adebayo last. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for the update there, Siegel. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I remember the video that you had last year. The Celtics were coming off the team bus that you were able to catch right there with your motivational speech. Off the inbound splash. That's goodbye. Sam Hauser as he rips down the three. 94-82 Boston. Adebayo baseline drive. Tough. Backdoor layup opportunity. Missed off the mark as Porzingis altered that shot. It goes right back over to Boston. White dribbles up. Swings it off to Hauser. Hand off to White. White with 6 points so far. Porzingis comes along, sets the screen. White fires the pass over to Hauser. Rainbow off the mark in the three. Rebound collected by Adebayo. I got San Francisco tonight. 27-24 winning. 3-point shot, take him out of heat, and he put it through, connecting on the three by Duncan Robinson. Once again, they're hanging in, 94-85 down to under 9 left to go. Robinson's got 13 so far today, making his third three. White, bounce pass off to Brown, top of the free throw circle. Brown dribbles back out top of the key. Brown working one-on-one on Haywood Highsmith. Crossover, Brown, off fake. Brown trying to lead into contact, spin move over to Pritchard. Pritchard with a pure stroke hit the three, but before we have a foul picked up by Highsmith off the Brown pass. That's a little acrobatic spin 180 by Jaylen Brown off of his pass drawing contact. Celtics will get the inbound. Inbound goes to White, swings it off to Brown. White, Brown, Hauser, Porzingis, Pritchard to 5 on the floor. Brown inside the key jumper, 14-footer straight away. Swoosh! It's good for 2 by Jaylen Brown. Excellent there off the mid-range shot. Celtics by 11. Hawkins backs his way, double team. Bounce pass over to Robinson. Gives it off to Adebayo. Hand off Robinson. Thought about the three, dribbles up. Robinson. Bounce pass, Bam. Bam up, fake free throw circle. Bam, jumper, 16-footer. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Highsmith over Hauser. No good. Taped up by Pritchard in a circus type of shot. Oh, they got it. Caleb Martin floats up this wild shot as the shot clock expires and gets it to go into the bucket. Celtics by 9 once again. Brown held up in the corner. And somebody got teed up towards the near side of the floor here. Whoa! Duncan Robinson right into a woman's Prada bag in the first row of the seats as Jaylen Brown got teed up, it looks like. Holy smokes. I gotta see a replay of this. Duncan Robinson landing right in the front row of the seats. Hopefully there'll be a replay of this. Things getting chippy right now. I believe it was Brown that got teed up on the last play. Both of these teams have to get separated or so. Or was it Robinson? That's what we're trying to look at, whether it was Robinson or whether it was Brown. We see the acrobatic shot there by Martin. I thought the referees came next to Brown and teed him up. That's why. But I'm still awaiting clarification here. We got on the game log, it says Duncan Robinson personal foul. Let's see on this last play. They're showing the replay right now. Robinson and Brown. There's a lot of jostling for position. Jaylen Brown's trying to post up, and then Brown. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a T on Brown. So Duncan Robinson picks up the loose ball foul, and then Jaylen Brown just flings Duncan Robinson down. Yeah, Jaylen Brown got teed up. He was the one who got teed for that. And that was kind of a sell job right there by Duncan Robinson. He completely sold it, and he flinged his body right into the front row of the seats on top of a female, age 40 with blonde hair in the front row of the seats. And she had a Prada bag next to her in the front row too, and flung his body right on top of her. Riley, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, that's a complete sell job right there by Duncan Robinson. Complete sell job. Jaylen Brown, not really much there. Duncan Robinson just sends all his momentum and just goes right directly into the woman with black and gold clothing on in the front row. So Brown, yeah, he swung him, but I mean, this is all going to have to get sorted up right now. This shouldn't be anything in terms of a flagrant 2. I mean, Duncan Robinson did a little bit of a sell job on that. This game has started to get intense right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. And wow, renewing the rivalry. Celtics Heat, bodies flying everywhere, bodies on top of bodies. Let's see, Derek White at the wing, looking to pass it off to Brown. Brown's trying to post up, guarded by Robinson. And Brown tries to get position, and then the ball bounces out of bounds. Yeah, Jaylen Brown unhappy about it, flings down Robinson after the play was complete. Yep, let go of me. That was more like, I mean, Jaylen Brown's got his arms tangled up with Duncan Robinson. That's more of a let go me side right there by Jaylen. That should not be a flagrant 2. He should be remaining in this game. Jaylen Brown's got his arms tangled up with Duncan Robinson. He wants to get his arms the hell away from Duncan Robinson there and just rips him down to the hardwood. This started off in the play before. Caleb Martin floated up the shot. I don't know if he had some words to say to Peyton Pritchard after that or what. He might have tweaked something too there. It looked like he was a little gingerly after that too by Caleb Martin on the previous play prior. Got a lot of stuff going on lately. We had a back-to-back replays in the previous 2. This is still all being sorted out right now. We're down to 7:54 left to go remaining in this game. So, referees just said Jaylen Brown flagrant 1. So that's what they called it on. And Duncan Robinson and Brown here chatting it along, trying to make it up right now. And both of them having words against each other currently, and the referees have to separate the two of them. I think Jaylen Brown's trying to make it up to Duncan Robinson, and Duncan Robinson is still unhappy, and both of these teams have to right now congregate at the free throw circle and separate things currently as there was some words being exchanged. Both teams have to get separated here. We're going to have a technical free throw upcoming for Duncan Robinson. So this is taking a while to separate both of these teams. So this is still all getting sorted out right now. Yep, there's the turtle power. That's awesome there, Siegel. That's great. Robinson makes the free throw. Thanks for the dono there by Siegel. You the legend, man. So this all gets sorted out. It's now 96-88. This he's going to get another shot at the line. That's good, too. 96-89. Right now is the score. Currently. Wow, that's awesome. And the Heat have the basketball. So this game's getting too close from comfort. So finally, we sorted it out all out. It's 96-89. And the basket is good down low. Plus the foul. Oh, it's only a 5-point game. Make it 4 potentially here if the Heat make this free throw. It was Adebayo who was able to corral the pass, came in, and made his way to the basket +1. Man, this better not be like the playoffs. Remember last year, Grant Williams, don't poke the bear. What did he do? He poked the bear. Jimmy Butler went off and took over the game today. Jimmy Butler not playing the Heat, drawing within 5 with a chance to make it 4 with a made free throw. Adebayo with an and 1 here at the free throw line. Celtics got to get their composure back, and the free throw is good. This will go down as a national embarrassment before the Super Bowl if the Celtics do lose this one. Boston led this game by 15 at one point. The Heat on a 7-zip run in the last 50 seconds. White lobs it off to Porzingis. Porzingis, top of the key. 7.5 left to go. Porzingis puts the ball into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing on the floor with Brown, Porzingis, Holiday, and White. Tatum lobs it off Porzingis. 4 in the shot clock. Porzingis guarded by Robinson. Kick out corner. White takes the three. White off the back from no good. Rebound secured. Offensive rebound by Brown. Spin move. Kick outside. Tatum dribbles up. Swings it off to Porzingis. Pops up for the three. Laser beam. He delivers. Kristaps Porzingis splashes down the three from downtown. Tatum with assist. Second chance points, 3 of those right there to keep it alive for JB. Porzingis got 23. Jumper is good. Inside the key for Adebayo. 5-point game once again. Another 7 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Celtics with a possession. White at the right wing perimeter. White dribbles towards his left. Bounce pass off to Tatum at the left wing. Tatum lobs it up over the top. Porzingis couldn't finish. No good in the alley-oop opportunity. And the Heat tip it away and they come up with a rebound. Heat with the basketball. 6.5 left to go. Hero guarded by Holiday 101. Lobs it over to Adebayo. Works his way on Brown inside the low post. Bouncing bodies. Bam. Clamped by Brown. Bam. Keeping the dribble long. 8 on the shot clock. Bam. Underneath. Fires the pass right wing. Martin elevates with a 3. Martin off the rim. No good. Rebound control by White. Celtics now with a possession. Pass midcourt. Derek White at the Casillas Center logo. Bounce pass goes to Brown. Brown up fake at the elbow. Brown dribbles up. Goes up. Got stripped. Got fouled. And 2 free throws coming here by Jaylen Brown as Duncan Robinson picks up the personal foul. 6:09 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game tonight. Right before the Super Bowl this afternoon between these two teams currently. Excellent matchup. Hey, thanks so much for joining in, Siegel. Appreciate it for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the Super Bowl later tonight. First free throw, no good by Jaylen Brown. Al Horford checks onto the floor. He will replace Porzingis. Porzingis, the top scorer with 23 currently. 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks on 8 for 14 shooting by Porzingis. Second free throw here by Brown. It is up and it is no good. He went over. Jaylen Brown coming up empty at the free throw line, and the Heat came up with a rebound. Just 8 for 13 tonight at the free throw line. Free throws gave them the victory over Washington on Friday. Tonight it's been a struggle some point. The 3 taken by Hero, bricked it off the back rim. Horford collects the defensive rebound under 6 minutes left to go. Top of the key, Jaylen Brown. Brown dribbles towards the left wing, working on Robinson 101. Clamped by Robinson. Brown. Steve been able to be physical today, and they get called into travel. Jaylen Brown turns it over. Traveling violation as Duncan Robinson put his body submerging on top of him right there. And it will go back to the Heat. That's the 9th turnover now for the Celtics. And Jaylen Brown really cracking under pressure lately. Had a flagrant one and just missed both free throws at the line, plus the travel. Horford coming up big with a rejection, denies Adebayo at the rim. Celtics with the ball now. Tatum at the left wing perimeter, backs his way in. Hero. Tatum over to smaller Hero. Tatum dish out to the wing. Brown dribbles up inside the key, flings it outside to Horford. Ball fake outside. White takes the 3 from the corner, missed off the mark, no good. Adebayo with a defensive rebound. Tough shot right there by White. Yeah, White was looking for the foul call. Couldn't get one, though, by the referees. Robinson lost the handle, and he's going to have to burn a timeout as he almost got tied up with it. Timeout taken by the Heat. 5:06 left to go. In the fourth quarter of action, the Celtics by 5 in a defensive, gritty matchup here between these two teams in the Eastern Conference Finals rematch in the regular season. 99-94 right now. Porzingis with 23, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks by KP, 22 by Tatum, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 15 by White, 15 by Brown, 15 by Holiday. Holiday's been excellent. He's got 5 made threes so far in this game. For the Heat, they put 4 guys in double figures in the starting 5. Adebayo double-double, 20 points, 13 rebounds. 15 by Martin, 14 by Hero, 13 by Rozier. Off the bench, 15 with Duncan Robinson. The Heat with 2 timeouts left, and the Celtics with 3. Quick update here with foul trouble, too. 4 personal fouls by Haywood Highsmith for Miami. Porzingis has 4 for the Celtics. Everybody else is clean, playing with 2 or under right now. Thunder lead the Kings at halftime, 67-57. Yeah, the Celtics having issues in the past putting games away in close games. This year, though, they've been able to win a lot of those close games decided by 10 points. Where the issues have been the Celtics losing games decided by 3 points, but games decided by 10 points they've been able to take. So just going to keep this lead hanging in. You want it more to be like an 8 to 10 point range instead of being 5 right now, because 5 might allow your team to be a little bit too much complacent and allow the Heat to keep on creeping back into the game. And you have to learn from your previous mistakes, because they almost blew it against Washington on Friday. Jaylen Brown should have made both of those free throws. He couldn't knock either of them down. And Jaylen Brown struggling to make shots here lately in this game at the free throw line. Celtics in 10-point games have a record of 22-4. Yeah, it's those 3-point games that they struggle. The record is just 4-4 in 3-point games, whereas the Heat are 6-2 in 3-point games, but just 9-11 in 10-point games. So if you're the Celtics right now, you have to keep on stretching this lead as much as possible. And what I said, get into that range of around 8 to 10 with under 5 left to go, and hopefully that will be enough to do it. Obviously, this is the Heat right now, because other teams, they wouldn't be able to mount that comeback, but the Heat are different in the past, and you can never count out Miami. This is my only stream today, so just this one. I'm not covering the Super Bowl after this one. Okay, so we're going to get back to action in just a moment. 5:06 remaining. A lot of frustration for fouls here by Boston. The Celtics are just going to keep on having their composure here in this one, because things are chippy. You got to be tough on the floor. You can't be soft. You can't be weak. You got to keep your composure and be mentally strong. That's the big key for the Celtics. If they don't win a championship this year, the reason why is because they got all the talent in the world, but they're not mentally strong. And you have to be mentally strong if you're Boston. Back from the timeout, Adebayo missed the shot off the glass. No good. A rebound controlled by White. Celtics with the ball with another 5 minutes left to go. Looking to stretch out the lead. A made basket will put you up by either 7 or 8. Top of the key, Holiday. He's low-key been great. 15 points, making 5 threes. Drew at the top. Lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Robinson 1-on-1. 6 in the shot clock. Tatum. Free throw circle. Tatum. Up fake. Tatum leans in. Tatum. Tough shot. And he's got it. Jason Tatum off the leaner. Able to pivot his way to the hoop. Puts it through for 2. Boston leads by 7. Nice off-balance type of shot right there for JT. He's got 24 so far today. Heat with the ball as they go downhill to the rim, and they score up and in off the glass. 101-96. Celtics have it with around 4:10 left to go. Tyler Hero up to 16, just made the last shot. Holiday puts the ball into the hands of Tatum. Edge of the midcourt logo, dribbles up, swings it out to the left corner. Open 3, Jaylen Brown, no good. Around and out, and Jaylen really costing his team right now. 4 minutes left to go. Heat down by 5. Hero. He's been key as of late for Miami. Hero guarded by Brown. Bam sets the screen. Hero dribbles up. Floats out the pass to the wing. Highsmith bounce pass over to Bam. Bam guarded by Horford. Bam backs his way inside the low post. Bam inside the low post here. Turn around over Horford. Kiss off the glass. Scores up and in off the backboard. It's only a 3-point game. 101-98. Joe Mazzulla, you better not blow it right now for this Celtics squad, been leading this entire game. White at the wing, dribbles towards his right. Derek White looking to add some more to his total just with 6 tonight. On 0 for 5 from the perimeter. Holiday passes off the Brown, elevates for the J. Swoosh! Oh baby, it's good for 3 by Jaylen Brown from the outside. 104-98. That's big for JB right there. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. Hero sends it off to Adebayo. Hand off to Hero. 3 minutes left to go. Hero elevates for the 3. Oh, he hits it. Tyler Hero connects in the triple. Back to a 3-point game. 104-101. Who wants it more? Joe Mazzulla's team or Eric Spoelstra's team down the home stretch of this one? White Only has scored 6 points tonight off the Tatum. Passes off the roll down. Jaylen Brown underneath scores. It's good for 2, JB. Jaylen Brown, another bucket on an individual 5-point consecutive pour in by Jaylen Brown, able to score back-to-back buckets. Hero off the roll down, off the bam, blocked by Tatum. Celtics have the ball back. Jaylen Brown up in the open floor. Brown had a poke loose from the corner, and the ball gets pulled away, got intercepted by Miami. Jaylen Brown turned it over. Martin at the wing sends it off to Hero. 2:10 left to go. Hero, top of the key from the parking lot, took the 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured offensively by Highsmith. New shot clock with a new 14. Hero into his hands, guarded by White, top of the key, 5 in the shot clock. Hero towards his right around the perimeter from the Casilla Center logo. Oh! Steph Curry range. It's only a 2-point game. Nothing but nylon. Tyler Hero sinks it. 106-104. 1:45 left to go. Tyler Hero with 22. The Celtics couldn't clamp up defensively right there. Couldn't put together a stop. White around the perimeter as we have a reach and follow given here. Charge to Robinson. 1:35 left to go. Tyler Hero lacing up a 3 from the Casilla Center logo. What a game. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics have led this entire game. Joe Mazzulla and his team better not blow it. They got 2 timeouts left, same as the Heat. Celtics with a possession. White, not the shooter that you want tonight. 0 for 5 from the perimeter. White lobs it off to Tatum for the shot clock. Gonna get something off here. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum stuck. Triple team. Tatum leans in with a right hand. No good to hit the glass. That's gonna be a shot clock violation, and the Heat will get it back with 1:20 left to go. Shot clock violation by the Celtics, and they're choking it right now on this one. Get ready for the big U, folks, on Super Bowl Sunday. Get ready for it. It looks like it's going to be coming. Eric Spoelstra over Joe Mazzulla once again. Probably going to happen. 20 in the second half by Hero. Hero, top of the key. We're going to foul picked up charge to Holiday. Holiday bumping into Adebayo on a screener. Down to 1:12 remaining. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure to type in the chat who you guys like tonight in this one. Celtics or Heat. The Heat will get the inbound. Martin, Hero, Robinson, Highsmith, and Adebayo, the 5 on the floor. The Celtics with their 5. Tatum, White. Porzingis is back out there, same as Holiday and Brown. Inbound for Miami. Heat with the ball. Hero dribbles, drives in the Holiday. Pro hop in the key. Kick out to the wing. Open 3. Haywood Highsmith off the back rim. No good. A rebound secured by Porzingis. And Porzingis gets fouled and they're in the bonus. 1 minute left to go. Porzingis been major today. Playing through some pain with a lower back contusion as Caleb Martin gets called on a loose ball foul. Porzingis now to the free throw line. 2 shots for Porzingis, up by 2. 5 for 7 tonight at the free throw line by Porzingis. 85% this season. Currently right behind Tatum with 23 points. Tatum the top scorer with 24. Porzingis just got a double-double. He's now got 23 and 10. This was a Celtics 15-point lead, and they got complacent once again, just like Friday, and let the door wide open. First free throw is good by Porzingis. Second shot coming up by Porzingis. 1 minute even left on the clock. What a treat before Super Bowl Sunday. Free throw number 2, looking to go up by 2 possessions. It's up and it's good. Got the bounce. 108-104. Final minute left to go. Heat with a possession. Hero guarded by Holiday. Holiday picks him up at midcourt. Hero bounce pass right wing off to Adebayo. Adebayo guarded by Tatum. Ball got poked loose. Got it back though. Lost it again. Got it back inside the key. Jumper. 15-footer straight away. No good by Bam. Rebound ripped away by Tatum. Huge rebound right there by Tatum as he comes up with it. And he has got himself a double-double now with 24 and 10. Kick out to the wing. Holiday into the hands to White, back outside to Tatum, slows it down, 10 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo, looking for the dagger tonight here, folks. Tatum, kick, corner, 3, Jaylen Brown is up, no good around the rim off the fingertips of Porzingis. Brown, oh, he saves it with a new 14 on the shot clock. Porzingis, near side. Did they get a timeout? I think they did. With 15.7. What a save by Jaylen Brown. Holy smokes right there. 15.7 left to go. The Celtics did burn a timeout. They got a timeout off. What a save. 15.7 seconds left to go. Porzingis in the corner. He might have tipped that over to Jaylen. Jaylen missed the three from the corner. Was standing in the corner. Porzingis tried to chase it down with him and Jaylen. It landed into the hands of Jaylen in the corner directly. Couldn't get the luck. That's as lucky as a bounce that you could take right there. Couldn't get any more luckier than that if you're the Celtics. Wow. How the ball bounces somehow, some way. The ball bounced that way. It's just like how the ping pong ball bounces every May. When it comes down to NBA draft day, the basketball bounced that way that time. 25 by Porzingis. He's got 9 rebounds, so I was looking at Tatum's stat line for rebounds before. Porzingis is 1 board away from a double-double. Tatum's got a double-double. 24 points, 10 rebounds by Tatum. We take a look at the last replay. Brown took the 3. It went around the rim and out, and then an amazing track down by Porzingis, but, did it touch the baseline? That looked like it touched the red on the overhead camera on the last view. If so, they would put back more time on the floor, but they will not. Wow. So this will stay 15.7 seconds. The referees didn't catch that right there. 15.7 left to go. Boston with 1 timeout. Heat with 2 timeouts. Both teams in the bonus. Inbound. Goes to Tatum. Tatum gets fouled with 14.6. And Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 24 by Tatum. Porzingis so far leading the game with 25. 20 by Brown. 15 by Holiday. Making 5 threes. He's low-key been excellent in this game. 22 by Hero from Miami. 22 and 13 by Adebayo. Caleb Martin with 13. Terry Rozier at 13 before he went down. 15 off the bench by Duncan Robinson. Jason Tatum 2 free throws. Leading by 4 with 14.6 seconds left to go. Nothing but net delivers in the first free throw. 5-point lead for Boston. For a Celtics team that has struggled this season when it's come down to games decided by 3 points. The Celtics, a record of 4-4 in 3-point games. They are 22-4 in games decided by 10 points or fewer this season for Boston. Second free throw. It's up. It's through. Nothing but net. The Celtics lead by 6. And a timeout taken on the floor by Miami. Everybody waiting to hear for that big U. We might not get it tonight. Right now, if the Heat drill a quick 3 up the floor, then we're going to get it. If the Heat brick a 3, then we're not. 110 to 104. They kept their composure as things were not looking so hot at one point for Boston. Miami kept on clawing their way back into the game. And the Celtics, who have led throughout the majority of this game, largest lead by 15 at one point, have a chance to take the W today before the Super Bowl if they hold on in the final 15 seconds. Jay Ramirez with a dono. Really appreciate with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the stream here for Jay. Appreciate it, man. The legend. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and what a game here, folks. Wow. Been an excellent matchup tonight, right down to the wire. The Heat playing them tough. The Heat lost 2 players in this game. They're without Jimmy Butler as well today. Terry Rozier went down in the third quarter, injured his knee, didn't return back to the game. It was Josh Richardson. He went down in the first half too, as well, with a pretty severe shoulder injury. Did not return either. So they went down with 2 players, but this Heat squad is next man up mentality. And for the Celtics, you got to be, with those impact injuries, you have to be sustaining your lead. And for the Celtics team, the issues, if you don't win a championship for Boston, it's because you're mentally weak. You got all the talent in the world, but you're mentally weak. And the other problem is that you get too complacent. You get too complacent when you're up by 25, 30 points and you allow the other team back in the game, as seen today, led by 15, just like the game against Washington, where they outscored them 38-13 or 36-13 in that third quarter. Layup is good off the inbound by Tyler Hero. 6 seconds left to go. Tatum pressured in the backcourt, got across midcourt here, and the Heat give a foul. Or did they not? No, Celtics. Oh, they burned a timeout. Celtics burned a timeout. Celtics burned a timeout because that was almost a 10-second violation. 4.4 seconds left to go. So the Heat were very close to giving a foul, though. Boston had to take a timeout prior because that was close to being a 10-second violation as Jason Tatum was stuck in the backcourt. 110-106, Celtics out of timeouts. Heat with one timeout left to go. What a game today. Celtics looking to get it done. They've really struggled in these games that's been determined by 5 points or fewer this season for Boston. The Sixers play tomorrow at the Cavs. That's at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Feel free to join in. I plan on being back on Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. The Celtics at the Nets for my next stream. So Boston is out of timeouts. Both of these teams in the bonus. 4.4 seconds left to go. Jason Tatum, clutch free throws late. Played a game today. 26 points, 10 rebounds. Porzingis right behind with another excellent game by Porzingis. 25 points, 9 rebounds. 4.4 seconds left to go. The Celtics will get the inbound, and Jason Tatum should be able to get this basketball here and head to the free throw line, but we shall see. White looking to inbound it wide open to Holiday. Gets the inbound up the floor to Pritchard. 2 seconds. Pritchard down the .2, and the clock just winds down. The Heat decide not to give the foul as it is over. The Celtics able to pick up the victory today. 110-106 the final score. Got too close for comfort towards the end, but Boston able to pull it out. An incredible effort by the Heat with Adebayo and Tyler Hero late stretch of this game to try to get back into the game. Did as much as possible, but this Celtics squad once again able to close out the door, unlike previous Celtics seasons where they would just break down mentally in the final 5 minutes and choke open the game. This Celtics squad today was able to be resilient, just stay mentally strong, come up with some clutch rebounds and clutch free throws with Jason Tatum late in this game doing work. Some big boards by Tatum, made free throws late, and also Porzingis came back and came up with a big board late in this game. Both of those guys amazing today in this matchup as the Celtics hold on. 110-106 the final score. Boston by 4 on the road at Miami. And wow, what a start to this Sunday for sports action today. Jaylen Brown finished up with 20 points and then 15 by Jrue Holiday. He was excellent for Jrue, making 5 threes in this game. The Celtics shot the ball just under 51% from the floor. Their defense low-key was excellent too. Just 106 points allowed, limiting the Heat to only 41% shooting. It's a little bit streaky from 3 at times for the Celtics defense with a couple bad gaffes around the perimeter. But all in all, here tonight, they kept their composure. They turned it over just 9 times, and they found a way to win. Found a way to battle in this game and win as the Heat kept on battling back. And this was a big victory. Starting off you just finished up a 7-game homestand, and now you're on the road. And coming off a close game yesterday, another close win. But this one was different because this game was fueled by the defense today, and the defense was able to get the job done. Thanks all for joining in, being a part here for this one tonight. The Celtics with Jason Tatum, his 13th game this season with 25 points and 10 rebounds at least. That ties his second most in the season for JT. Stunning tonight in this game. Absolutely sensational for Tatum. Finished up with 26 points, 10 rebounds, 11 for 20 shooting with 9 assists as well, and 2 blocks by JT. Just all around an excellent game for him. And the Celtics sweep the Heat this season at 3-0. In the regular season for Boston over Miami. Thanks all for joining in. We're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Warren, Rajip, I Am Ghost, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Derek, Sister Surround, Bradley, Guido, SG Sports Talk, Ice Baby, Robin, and Melinda. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream for this one today. The Celtics win over the Heat. Final score 110-106, everybody. My next stream, I plan on being back on Tuesday for the next one. Celtics at the Nets, most likely. We're supposed to get a pretty severe snowstorm for some reason. I'm not available for some reason. It's probably because I had to either work overtime due to the snowstorm or I lost power for some reason, which we're supposed to be getting some strong wind gusts too. with it. But thanks so much, y'all, for joining in for this one. Enjoy the Super Bowl later tonight. And the Celtics come out victorious, 110-106 final score. Boston over Miami. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And thanks so much, everybody, for joining in as we sign off.